Hello, and welcome to this week's session of Lost Legends. I'm Yuli, your friendly dungeon master, and these are my wonderful players.
I'm Verdazin, and I play Noah, the Astral Druid.
I'm Cross, and I play Iala Talia, the half-dragon hexblade.
I'm Blackheart. I play Taryc, the Ranger Knoll.
I'm Sammi, and I play Nim, the tricksy genie warlock.
I'm Tobias, and I'm playing Cassian Archivald, the Centaur Wizard.
Alright, and now we're going to delve into this week's adventure. We open on a sunny afternoon in the city of Dawnholm, the largest city on London, set 30 miles inland on a river running to an estuary on the southwestern side of the continent. Its nature as a port city sees many a ship from L'Oreal docking here for trade, with the rare visitation of a Tulian vessel or one from even further afield. You yourselves have been in the city anywhere from a week to a few months at this point, depending on your personal preference, and are unlikely to have met on more than a passing basis, if that. Already having registered with an adventuring guild and completed your trial, perhaps even with a couple of minor tasks under your belt, you are what is known as copper rank adventurers. As you walk down the busy streets to meet a very important appointment, I'd like you to tell me who you are, where you are from, and how long you've been in Dawnholm. Did you arrive at one of the smaller coastal villages and journey to Dawnholm in request? Have you been working out Dawnholm all this time, or are you a native to this land? We're going to start with the smallest member of the group, Nim.
Hello, yes, I am Nim. I come from the land of Tuli across the sea. It took me about a year to travel here. It was a long journey by boat. Um, I, uh, well, I'm hoping to do well here, but I have very little adventuring experience. I've been here about 3 months. I traveled here on a boat, and there were very nice people on it. Um, I know there was a Knoll who is also from Tuli that was on the boat. I did not talk with them too much because, I was being a bit antisocial. I was kind of just wanting to stay to myself because I got seasick. It is very embarrassing because I love the ocean so much, but the waves when they rock about, oh, my stomach just goes.
And
I yeah.
speaking of said Noel, Taryc.
You're without the voice right now. Sorry. Taryc is also from Tulia. She came over about 3 months ago due to running away from her past in Tulia with the Knolls, who worship a darker side of themselves. She's there for a hunt. Everything that the hunt leads is where she is going. She's there to try new foods, new things, and try to actually not be taken as a murderous monster like those of her kin.
Okay. Then how about we go to Yadia?
I have been here for the better part of 2 weeks. It's not been very long since I've come into port, and so I haven't gotten too accustomed to the towns that we'll be leaving shortly. Uh, I come from the land of Arcanist, and currently this job is one I hope to be a lucrative venture. There has they've posted quite the bounty in for this, and uh, it's should help me get started on my own plans in the future.
Very nice. Then we're going to move to Cassian.
I'm Cassian Archivald. I come from the city of Wellenbrook on the continent of L'Oreal. I arrived a few weeks ago after unceremoniously having my apprenticeship with my master ended and being thrown out of the tower. It was a long trip here, a lot of island hopping with some very interesting characters on the ship. I am trying to make my way because what funds I had are slowly depleting. But as this is a large, kind of new land and hasn't really been researched, I have intention of cataloging what I see and hopefully becoming a greater or better wizard than my master by the time I'm done.
And finally, Noah.
I'm I'm Noah. I'm a satyr that comes from Eunice. I'm a druid that follows the stars, and we use them to guide ourselves and others. After hearing about this land, I've could not contain my spirit of adventure and have come to offer my skills as a navigator in order to help explore this unexplored land. I hope my map making skills will come in handy, and I hope that the amount of gold that we're going to earn after our sign in is complete will help me with my own globe-trotting adventure after we're done.
Okay, very nice. And if the players would please look to Discord for the Sirenscape link that I completely forgot to give.
It's okay. I'm still listening to Hit Me Baby.
As you should be. Alright. So, yes, most of you have been in town for a while now. You were each approached shortly after your entrance into the Adventuring Guild in your various manners by an individual with a proposition. They're looking for fresh blood to fill in a empty adventurer post. Not too much experience needed. The fact that you've passed your trials is more than enough. And while it is some distance away, you'll have lodging and there will be pay on a consistent basis. Essentially, your food will be covered. And once the Adventuring Guild is up and running and things are in good order, they can start cycling in new members and you will be awarded 20,000 gold pieces each. This is more money than most of you have ever conceived of having. Even high rank adventurers would probably go after this quite readily. And so it's a proposition that's very hard to ignore. Which is why you find yourselves heading to the Adventuring Guild on this day. You're supposed to meet up at an appointed time based on the very, very expensive town clock here. There is a large church tower that has a actual mechanical clock on it, a rarity.
Yeah, that's normally digital.
You make your ways. Nim, it's a little difficult for you. While there are sort of brownie safe areas that you can access. In fact, you've been staying in a inn that has some air quote brownie rooms. Essentially, there's a brownie family that lives there in the walls in a nice cubby. That just hire out some of their space and treat you as a cousin. But the journey to the guild is a little more treacherous. You're able to get lifts on wagons from friendly people if you need, but otherwise, it's mucky streets on this side of town.
Why do the wagons go so fast through the street? This is dangerous.
But
What are
eventually,
you going?
wagons running through mud and your own feet for the rest of you give way to pavement, cobblestone, large slabs of rock put down as you enter the guild estate. Not just a single hall, but a multitude of buildings and wide training grounds. This being the capital city as far as this continent is concerned, means that the guild hall here is a lavish affair.
Noah is still on the screen.
Oh, let me get rid of Noah. Bye, Noah.
Hi, Noah.
As Noah ceases to be.
Well, Asbert is now making new character.
Yes, as you are going to make a new character, goodbye, Noah. We hardly knew ye. The DM is opening up her notes to continue her spiel. One by one, you filter into Dawnholm's guild hall, mainly run by an organisation known as the Sovereign Shield. It's, again, large estate with multiple buildings serving various functions. The one you find yourselves in is a simply furnished two-storey building that serves as an ad hoc office for the higher-ranking individuals in the organisation. You enter one by one, and as you are make your way in, a gnomish clerk greets you with a kind smile for a well-groomed and very curly beard and moustache, gesturing for you to take a seat. Over the span of about 10 minutes, you all end up in here. And he just, once you're all in, he sort of goes, if you'll wait a little bit, I'm afraid the appointment might be a little late. But no rush. Need refreshments or anything? Mm,
No, thank you.
Thank you.
For what reason would they
No,
be
thank you.
late?
I'll take
Oh,
I'll take a drink.
you want to drink? As for reasons why they might be late, I don't know, but it's evident in the fact they're not here. And the sort of gnome hops down from behind the desk and sort of goes into another room, leaving you all alone for a moment.
What about my drink?
I'm assuming that they have gone to get it. It did not look like they had one behind the counter. I could go look. You want me to go look behind their counter?
Are we all in one group right now,
Yep,
or
you're
are
all
we?
in the same room now.
Yeah. We're not. This is like the first time we're actually meeting each other, right?
Yep.
Yep, except for Taryc and Nim, they've worn a boat together. But the rest of you may have like seen each other around the guild premises, but like you haven't had a chance to really interact.
Iala is just sitting in her seat, sizing up the others. She isn't quite sure what to make of them yet, and is just waiting for the whatever the for the meeting to start.
I assume you folks are also here about the 20,000 gold pieces, yeah?
Yes.
Wow, you're tiny.
Wow,
Um,
you're rude.
Noah kind of leans in at Nim and kind pokes her.
Ow!
Are you really an adventurer at this size? How do you get around? How do you hold a sword? Do you have a sword? Do you have tiny
have a-
knives?
I have a... I
Do you
have a
use tiny
sister.
knives to stab people in
I-
the eye?
Yeah.
There's a
Have you
rattle.
ever seen
Nib's ears go flat back to the of her head, and she sort of wibbles a little bit.
There's a
Have
rattle
you
as the
never
gnome
seen
returns with a tray.
Oh, drinks.
The Noel's quite right. Some of the finest adventurers I've known have been brownie folk. I'd never really met a Trixie, but sure it's much the same.
Incredible.
Excellent
I don't
assassins.
think... That's
Stop.
what I thought. I thought so.
Right,
Where are you from? How are you from the woods?
what?
How am I what?
Where are you from the woods? Are you not at the court? You're Fae?
I'm only a Fae on my father's side. I haven't really been to court at all.
Oh, so you
It's
are not powerful Fae?
not at all. Barely
Oh.
a trickle of Fae power, really.
Oh,
Pitcher of
Okay,
milk, pitcher of ale, help yourselves. They set the tray
I
down.
would like some milk.
Yes, they've got a. Do you want me to pour? Well, a dip for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually. There is a tiny little wooden
Yep.
cup on the thing.
It's like a bowl,
Yeah,
probably.
which
but
they'll just scoop into the milk for you. Sorry,
Yep.
I assumed. Milk, yes.
Yes, I like milk. Yes.
Just like a brownie.
Also,
Here you go.
we have a dragon. We have a dragon.
Dragon? Where? Whoa!
I point at Yali. Look at the big dragon. See, dragon.
Iala tries to feign
I have never seen such beautiful dragon.
Oh.
Are you from this land, beautiful dragon?
She tried to feign ignoring, but when she's been called beautiful, that kind of perks her up a bit. Sorry, I almost did not hear you. She also leans forward so that way she can get a better look at Nim.
But
Sorry,
They're staring up, tail swishing a bit. But I'm sorry, we don't have very many dragons. I am from Yuli, and we don't have very many dragons. But I can tell you, a dragon has very big, such you ask, big wings. Yes, horns.
I assumed she was a tiefling. Oh, my mistake.
No.
I
Look,
am-
big scales. Tiefling more smooth.
No, I happen to be a dragon, yes.
She kind of scoffs
No.
at the tiefling comment.
Not surprised, because it makes sense. 20,000 gold pieces must be very powerful to go for so much money. And brave centaur, are you warrior?
No, I'm a wizard.
Really?
Yes.
sure?
Is that surprising?
No. It's just your clothes are a little dirty. Have you been traveling long, sir?
I was on a boat for a while.
Oh, I understand this. Yes, boats are terrible, and no one should ever take them.
Prone to sinking.
I like
Yes, boats are bad.
Cassian's actually checking his clothes to see if there's actually any dirt on it.
The,
Do I
the streets in
smell
this area
oil
hard to
fence?
avoid dirt.
Yeah.
Noah turns
She's a
to.
voice.
Noah
I
turns
was always
to
told
Talia.
that wizards were always immaculate because they are capable of just casting a spell to make themselves perfectly sparkling clean all the time.
Cassian snaps his fingers and just mutters something, and his clothes just kind of have a wave of energy go over them, and they're now clean.
I cast prestidigitation.
Yes.
So that is true.
There's a wizard! They do that! Oh, it's not like
Well, you gotta
Um,
look your best. People don't trust you if you're.
Which is why I thought you were a fighter.
No, I'm nowhere near big enough to be a fighter.
Taryc, are you still fucking around that big egg?
Yes. Gonna actually grab it out from her bag.
Taryc says we cannot have them.
It is most of your bag.
Yeah.
In fact, it might just be like peeking out of the you lift up the flap and
Taryc,
it's
they come from Tuli too. There are no
Oh, so you came here together then?
separately. We were just on the same boat.
Oh. That would have been quite a pair if you were a team.
It seems that we are all a team now, maybe. Unless, of course, you have different appointments. But it sounds like you're all here for 20,000 gold.
It sounds like it.
I am definitely here for a great amount of gold. Yes. Oh, and to help people. Definitely that too. I'm here to do that.
Helping
That I am.
people is such a good thing to do. I am totally here for that. Not just monetary gain.
the door slams open, the very door you all entered through.
Iala jumps a bit with a really large wobble.
Yeah, as the entrance opens up, a tall half-orc woman walks through the door. She's wearing simple linen clothes, clean but well worn. She has a long sword at her side, her left hand resting on its hilt, very comfortably relaxed, thumb idly stroking the pommel. She does walk with a slight limp in her right leg, and her right hand seems to be gloved as well. And there's even a sort of hint of scarring at the right side of her tunic's collar. You can see just a peak on the neck. And if you'd all go ahead and give me insight checks, first rolls of the game.
Oh, I am not ready for such things. I could not possibly.
I lost my page.
These are some good rolls. We're marking.
This is looking kind of amazing already.
Taryc's too busy trying to figure out other
Can I
things. on the-
get this to open?
Nope.
Okay.
Way too
This is-
distracted at the sudden motion of Iala.
I am very confused. Everything went dark for a minute there when the dragon
Cassian.
moved.
You're the only one that really gets this. It's just a little reading on this person. The way she moves, it looks like someone used to wearing heavy armor, and she actually looks uncomfortable not wearing it. And she also seems to be bearing some considerable pain as she moves, but she's keeping a very brave face about it. As she walks in, she sort of looks over the group of you, and goes, "Apologies for being late. I'm more half orcan," which you see the gnomish clerk actually scowls at her when she says that. Um, and she just gives him a little stare before continuing on. Sorry that I'm late. Had some business to attend to, but I assume you're all here about the posting.
Noah finally tears their eyes off of Iala. Oh, yes, yes, I am. Yes, we are. I assume. I'm not terribly not want to assume the rest of this group, but I
Yes,
think they're
yes,
all.
we are.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hello.
Good then. Hello. You give me a couple of moments to get my thing sorted, and I'll call you in. And she continues past you all
Absolutely.
into what looks like to be a back room.
Are you sure you're not a minotaur? Noah says, turning to Alia.
Don't say such things to dragons. It is rude. You should apologize immediately.
Watch what you say.
You
Don't.
have the horns, the equipment.
I said, watch what you say. Little
She
girl.
is clearly blessed, so
Sorry?
you must respect her.
Sorry.
Look, does she have hooves? Is this discussion's being done? I'm guessing no.
No, she doesn't. She has nice boots on,
Mhm.
which are muddy because she doesn't have
Which-
prestidigitation.
Which
I
only
hate.
means that it's quite possible that you
There
could
could
in
be
fact be a
hooves.
minotaur.
Secret hooves.
hmm
Secret hooves.
The
It is common in my land that if you are beloved by a god, that you would exhibit such
Qualities.
qualities. Yes, perfections, as I have been raised to understand it.
I like the way you think. That's a good way to
audacities.
describe it.
I
Excuse
have
me?
been told that I am very
Audacities.
lewd.
You
Did he-
must be thrice blessed then, turning to Taryc.
Taryc must be
The
loved. Yes.
eyes for a moment there.
Average for a tootie, no.
Yes, some of us are like this.
Oh,
You're not a, classic type, are you?
Mm. Gonna ask the GM a quick question just to
Mhm.
make sure. The two being siblings are known, right? The two gods.
Yeah,
The
yes.
one yeah. No, wow, that one really were bad. I follow their sibling.
Oh, good to see some of you are not raving lunatics.
They are why I left Tulia.
fascinating. I've never been off of Yanis before. I'm meeting all sorts of new types.
Do
Noah,
they just live at the trees in Yanis?
no, I was not one of those types of,
Live in the ground?
Did you sharpen your teeth?
no, my mother wouldn't let me do that. I,
Oh,
besides, I'm not, I'm more of a, I'm not very a feral type of, my profession is druid, but I'm not one of the feral types. I'm more of a, stargazer. I've,
druid?
druid,
I
um,
do not understand. You explain in common, maybe I understand better.
let's see, what would be the word for
And
it?
I can answer this for you if you would like.
No, she has me. I'm
Okay,
going to answer.
fine.
Give me a second.
Okay.
Just calm down.
It was
Word.
good they could
Word.
explain their profession to me. That was good. I see. I am a sorceress, a mage. I cast spells.
I am, well, I guess,
I am not powerful like wizard though.
truer profession name. I guess I would be a navigator.
Oh, you are a rangy type ranger. You run the wildlands and you lead people across. Yes, that is very useful. Yes, I understand this. Yes, we have rangers and warriors and such that protect their homes and the villages and guide people across great distances.
They're Demoreb, which Tunian word meaning one with nature, which basically.
Oh,
fills
the
the roles.
Moreb. Oh, I understand now. Yes. Oh.
Huh, I guess I'm a ranger. I never knew that.
All right, you all want to come in?
Oh,
Okay.
Yes.
Second.
Yes.
Climb down.
Noah hops down from their chair. Oh, my drink. He grabs a glass of milk and brings it with them.
Scamper after everybody.
Right.
Taryc will
Cassian
join
is
in.
walking very carefully across the floors.
All right, you all make your way into what is a sort of office. It looks more like it's just used as a storage room. The half orc woman is just sort of taking a seat behind a desk that's cluttered with scrolls and boxes, just pushing some things aside. And she's going, right, okay, so you all understand the responsibilities of posting? Or do I need to explain it?
If you could explain it again, I would appreciate it.
Okay.
Of course. Right, so you are all going to be posted pretty deep into that. Well, as far as our exploration of the land goes, I should say. There's a small village known as Galen. It's going to be the closest settlement. There's a few more within the area that you're essentially going to be having care of. You understand that that deep inland, they don't get much in the way of the constant adventurers you get running around here. Nor do they really have much in the way of the Sovereign's Guard or anything like that. So you're going to have a lot of responsibility.
Ooh, fascinating.
As for the previous ventures at the post, why they absconded is unknown to us right now. It's entirely possible something might have happened to them. The adventuring life is not a safe one, but we're still looking into that. To that effect, you're not going to be on your own. You're going to be joined by a more seasoned adventurer who's going to be taking care of you a bit. They're not supposed to interfere too much. You're learning. You're supposed to be getting your own feet under you. But we're not just going to leave you to the wolves, you know.
I mean, I could handle wolves.
Figurative wolves. Probably
Oh.
far nastier things.
Is there any officials that we are supposed to work with when we are there?
Sorry, you'll have to... can you climb on up?
One second.
They lean down towards the desk and just smile apologetically and go, I've got particularly bad hearing. I've...
Okay. Are there officials that we are supposed to make contact with or work with?
What's funny is your mic's auto balancing is making that worse.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, it is.
Right, say again.
Is there any officials that we are supposed to work with?
Ah, yes. All right. So the adventurer you're going to be meeting goes by the name of, and they just dig through some papers. Torin Fell. They are travelling from quite some distance further inland, so we're hoping they'll be there by the time you arrive. They departed about a month ago themselves. If not, they shouldn't be more than a week or two. As for Galen itself, I honestly don't know who's in charge. Don't even know if they've got a mayorship or such. It's a very small, out-of-the-way place.
All right, so nobody we know that we have to be nice to.
I'd be nice to most people if I was you, but ingratiate yourself with the local clergy. Tavern keeps tend to be a good one. Smiths. If they've got a smith as a venturer, you'll want to be friends with a smith.
Yes. I just want to make sure that there's nobody from like a military or guard that we are not encroaching upon if we have to enact a justice against a wrongdoer.
No, there shouldn't be anybody of the sort out there. There's going to be lodgings. Again, there was a adventuring compound there. You'll be able to take up residence. We ask that you do look out and see if there's any sign of malevolence, foul play, but we don't expect it. We will be checking in on you now and then via scrying, based on this object, and they actually just pull out what looks like to be a sort of scrimshawed set of bones. They've got carvings on them. They're just sort of strung together. Our mage is well attuned to this, so you keep this nearby. Not in your rooms, preferably. We don't want to be rude.
Like in the
Just-
common room or something.
Yes.
Is it just one single one?
There's just one single one.
Okay.
Um,
How many adventurers disappeared?
It was a party of 6.
So more than we have.
More than you have. But I'll be honest, look. Adventurers Guild is a common nomenclature, but we're many individual organizations. It's entirely possible they were poached with a better offer, or they found a treasure hoard and decided they'll go elsewhere with it.
I
Oh.
sure hope so.
A better offer than 20,000.
They weren't getting paid 20,000 gold pieces. That's a kind of a fund for an emergency circumstance.
So you classify this as an emergency?
Yeah, having a region with no presence at all, unprotected. They're on the frontier, on the wilderness. Even around this city, there's still danger. Out there,
They
all
have no
manner of things
guards.
could prey on the
They have
civilians.
nothing.
Noted.
And with this Torin fell,
What about Torrenfell?
that will put us at 6 also.
6, but only in a dire emergency.
Yes.
Think of him more as a mentor or a guide.
A 5 plus 1.
Yeah, 5 plus 1.
So how many
Torrenfell's
weeks will it take us to get there?
None weeks. We're going to be sending you to a teleport circle nearby. It should take you about a day's travel to get into the village.
Oh, wow.
That is very expensive.
It is very expensive, but well, we got the sovereign's funding, so and they give you a sort of very toothy smile.
Nice.
Sovereign's funding, great discount.
Since the Sovereign Shield is something, is this multi continental type?
The
Group
sovereign is the de facto ruler of this place, and the sovereign shield is essentially the adventuring guild they directly finance. This one,
Okay, so that's just here
yeah,
in the land. Okay.
and that kind of makes them the de facto head of adventuring guilds.
Yeah.
And
So we should get our things together and move soon.
yes, so we'd like to move you out within the hour if possible. But if you need to go get supplies and so on, please feel free.
I have everything that I own with me.
I'm pretty good myself. I had to pack light, and so I'm basically carrying everything myself as well.
I'll go take a quick stop at my room and I'll be right back.
I was just gonna ask. I'm guessing in town is relatively safe,
Yes.
so I will also have to stop at my room. I don't tend to wear armor around town, but I
As
will
is
gather my
sensible.
things. Where are we to meet?
Meet back here within the hour, and I'll escort you to the teleportation circle.
Alright, see you in a bit.
Yes.
Safe travels! Wait.
All right.
We should-
Iala struts from the room off to get her things.
It is hard to have her leave, but I love to watch her go.
Yeah.
Taryc is gonna head back to her room to gather her gear and head back here right after.
Right. As the two of them head off, the half orc sort of leans back in her chair and looks at the rest of you and just goes, "So, is the promise of gold the only reason you're doing this?"
It's
No.
half the reason.
It should always
I
be a
like-
bit of the reason.
Well, I'm
It's a
he-
significant reason.
It is a good reason. But, it is also a bit of freedom to go someplace else and try something new.
Yeah.
I'm quite this place has barely been explored, hasn't it? I hope to do the opposite of that. I really want to explore it. I want to have it all down on paper. In fact, I brought this handy notebook in order to start writing everything down that I see.
Wow, is that all paper?
Mostly, I believe. Yes.
Yeah, the
It's
half
very-
orc actually lets a whistle
So
goes,
expensive.
very expensive.
It's a gift from my mother. I'm pretty sure she had like cash lying around, and
Your mother must be very rich. Oh, wow.
she might have been. I don't know. She never really told me her expenses, but she must have had some sort of hoard buried somewhere. Very
Hoard?
nice.
Hoard? Your mother was dragon was Satan?
A figurative hoard. She was
Dragon was Satan,
what would be another better term? Nest, I guess.
Mm,
Nest
It's,
or
like-
harpy?
oh, you please don't
It is.
call
It
that
is.
to her face. She'll scratch your
It
eyes
is
out.
very expensive in Tuli to have paper. It is 2 silver per piece. That much paper. Oh, that's what 60 sheets. Oh,
Yeah, that's why I plan to use every little bit of it,
my gosh.
and not because I completely forgot the price of
Like-
paper in this time period.
It's like 12 gold pieces right there.
Yeah, the pinching boat fare was a bit of a task because
well,
kind of low on funds.
I gotta ask, what are we registering you all as?
Oh, I think we are being registered as a group conglomerate of adventure type people.
The name is a bit long.
Oh, you mean for like a name?
Hmm.
Oh, yes, that would be a thing.
I think I believe we should have all of our members here before we decide that. We don't want to step on anyone's. Did everyone have toes?
Oh,
Everyone has toes, right?
I was going
No.
to suggest
don't
that we
have
call
toes.
ourselves the
Neither do I.
Guiding Star Company, but if you want to wait for everybody else so they could weigh in, I understand.
I mean, that's Guiding Star Company. That's like exactly what I do.
But it's okay, we'll wait and have everybody vote. I'm sure they will have great ideas for names. What we will be called? What is the place called? Galen?
Galen.
Galen.
Galen? Is a forest?
It's very heavily forested, although in one direction. The other heads out into open plains and mountains.
Oh, this is very exciting. And it is very mysterious circumstances that we are taking up the guard.
Mm-hmm.
How
Very
long have they
mysterious.
been missing?
Better part of 2 months now.
2
That's
months.
a long time.
That is a long time that poor farmingstead has been alone.
It's a big land. News travels slowly when you don't have anybody throwing messages about.
Yes, it is.
They're sort of leaning back on the chair and they've just like pulled a little pendant out from beneath their shirt and they're just fiddling with it. Like they're not even trying to show it off. It's just subconscious habit. Looks like they're doing. But each of you can see this is very similar to the little copper pendants you all have. Only this one appears to be made of mithril.
That's
That was fancy.
higher than copper, right?
What?
That's
I would assume as a guild leader that they would be a bit higher than copper.
I'm no guild leader, and they just tuck it back into the shirt very hurriedly.
You're not the guild leader, are you just official?
I'm. And they sour a little bit. Yeah, an official. Retired.
It seems like everybody in our band is a foreigner from another continent. I don't think any of us are local, yes?
She is actually looking at you when you say that, and if you go ahead and give me an insight check.
Oh no, I am very bad at this kind of role. Please don't make me do it.
Wow.
Oh no, I am very bad.
There's something weird there in her expression. Like, you've hit on something, and then there's like a flash of maybe like pity verging on guilt, but it's gone very quickly. Yeah, not too many local applicants for this.
I understand.
Is there a reason for that? Are we? Is this place particularly dangerous? Are there giant monsters roaming around that we're going to have to be worried about? Or
The whole continent is actually quite dangerous. Do you not know much about Melody?
Well, that's why I'm here. I've only heard the rumors and the stories.
Well, and actually sort of lean forwards as if like addressing you seriously now. In that case, you should know you've stepped onto one of the most dangerous lands, perhaps beyond the wilds of Thule, and they smile down at you, Nim. Or the
Today
wild.
is not dangerous. This is all organized by the goddess for our betterment and strengthening.
A city girl, are you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you're from Eunice, yeah? Sweet Tater.
Yes, I am.
You know, the great beasts of Villain's World, massive bears, the dire wolves.
Very much so, yes.
Child's play here.
Oh, nifty. This is exciting.
This land is plagued by all manner of aberrations, undead, giants.
Wayward Delver sounds like a really good name.
Did anyone else hear that
What's that?
donkey?
I think I heard a donkey, and I thought I heard a woman yelling something about her ass.
This is a very rowdy place. About this time, Alia and Taryc can return.
She has her backpack on her back and ready to go. All right, as everyone says their goodbyes, is everyone ready to go?
I am ready to go. We are just finishing up a little bit of paperwork. We need to come up with a name for our company of heroes.
Right.
I think.
Wow, heroes.
Well, it is customary, is it not, in adventuring groups to name yourself something heroic, to make people think that you are good people and trust you when you go places?
I don't think that is. I think that is the romanticized version because I have seen some rather strange names out there.
Oh, okay. Well, I had suggested, what was it? The Shining Star Company, or was it the Guiding Star Company? And I also thought of
It was
maybe
Guiding Star.
the Company of the Wayward, since we're all kind of strangers from strange lands, all coming together on this land. But I think there may be better names out there. Anybody else have some ideas?
I would suggest simple, the Galen Adventuring Company, because we're going to be based out of Galen.
But
what
if
if
we go someplace else, then for
we
the
wouldn't
rest
be in
of our
Galen?
time, for 5 game years, we could be known as the Galen Adventuring Company.
That is a little too simple.
We could just go with the Waywards.
That's not
I
bad.
don't know. That sounds like an old married couple. The favorites.
The Foreigners, my favourite band.
Ah,
The Guiding Star Company sounds appropriate.
this is okay with everybody else?
I think that suits us perfectly. Not speaking from bias at all.
We have no bias in the situation?
Nope, None.
I
None
I
whatsoever.
feel like that you in fact might have a thing for stars based on your outfit. I could not tell.
What?
Oh, we could call ourselves the Bright Guard.
Mm,
That's
Bright
a good
Guard?
one. Bright Guard. Because we're kind of like guarding and protecting people.
We are a little bit better than just rank and file guards. We're the adventurers. We go out and do more than just protect.
But I'm not saying it's just the guard, like the city guard, but you know, it's the
Yes, but
idea of
it sounds too low for what we are doing.
it was a big reach up for me. I'm sorry.
No, you're
I'm
doing
glad.
very well.
Okay,
up?
so
Let's see. I'm thinking it's not going to be set in stone, is it?
I mean, you can always
Eh,
re-register later. It's a fee, but
Yeah. I'm eager to start getting off the ground, so I'm fine with the guarding star.
Okay.
right,
Uh,
so,
that
was-
works for me.
guiding star is that what it was?
Yes.
Yes, please.
They moved to pick up a quill, and you notice they're like their right hand to the gloved one sort of flexes and twitches a bit as they try to grip it. And they pause, shake their hand a bit before resuming, and just dip the quill with the ink, scribble on a piece of vellum, and then they just sort of push it over. If you could all sign beneath, is that going to be a problem for you, Trixie?
No, I'm really good at handwriting.
Okay. They hold out the quill for you first.
Uh, make an X. It's everything.
Stumble this way,
X.
stumble that way.
Yeah, X is as best as I can do.
Okay. If you the rest of you sign, please.
It's the littlest X, by the way.
Everybody
You need a
signs their
magnifying
name.
glass to find it.
Noah writes their name in a curvy, druidic sign.
Yeah, Alias is way too fancy. He's practiced this.
Mm-hmm.
Taryc is not fancy at all.
Iala looks like somebody was doing graffiti on the side of a building and wanted to make their letters really cool, but they did it all with black ink.
Yeah.
Once you've all signed, they take the scroll, sigh briefly, crumple it up, they pull out another. They write down the infantry company name again. They put it back down, and they look to Noah and Taryc, and they go, "In Lysium, please."
Yes, sorry. Writes it down in basic. It's a lot more readable, but there's still a kind of curve to it.
Iala rolls her eyes.
Okay.
Taryc will
Do I
grab
have to
and
sign again too?
sign it.
I'm afraid so.
Oh no.
Would you like some assistance?
No, because then it would not be my signature.
I will witness that you are being signed for on behalf of someone else.
Oh.
Yeah. What's your name?
My name is Nim.
Okay. They scribble Nim, and then they just go. If you could just dot it, please.
Okay. I'll do is I will do the worst thing in the world. I'm gonna dip my hand in ink pot and I'll just tap it next to the
Nice.
signature.
We're never gonna. We're gonna find handprints everywhere.
Uh-huh.
And then I'm gonna sit there and stare at the problem that I have created for myself.
They look it over, and they just go, "Right, that's all good. All right then, you are being given far greater authority than you probably should have at this point. So here, and 5 silver medallions are deposited onto the desk.
Oh.
You
Is
might
one of
have
them
to-
very small?
No, it is not.
Okay.
Yeah, probably going to have to get yours modified.
no.
You had to do this last time as well.
This was very complicated last time I had it done, and we are going to be very far away from town.
Well, they should have a smithy and hopefully a brownie family. They might be able to trade you a brownie mark that can be fitted, you know. Maybe one of your companions can carry that for you in the meantime.
Do you wear it on your back like a shield?
No, I have
Little
it in
pedal.
my pocket. I have a little one. I pull out this thing you can't even see. I see I have my copper.
You need someone to carry that for you for a little
It's-
bit.
If you don't mind, that would be very nice.
Iala takes it for now and stores it with her own.
All right, I think we are ready to move out. Yes.
All right then. They sort of start to stand up and they have to push up on the desk, wincing as they do. And as they do, they sort of yell out and go. 1 second.
Are you injured in some way? You seem to be had some discomfort.
Yeah, a little bit injured.
I know a little bit of healing magic. Does that help?
Don't you worry. I've already had to find this cleric seen to me.
All right.
And BD, can you take me out to the teleport circle? And the gnomish clerk pops their head in and goes, "Are they ready to go? You're ready?"
All ready to go, ma'am.
Yes, yes, I am.
As ready as I'll ever be.
Yes.
All right then. Okay, take your rest, Moreb Lichbane. And it gives her a sort of, a stern look, and she just sort of slumps back into the chair. And he just motions for you to follow him.
I thought it was orc, half orc.
Oh, she'd like to keep using that name, but she has higher honors now, and she should use them. She deserves them.
Oh, you have a surname. That is very good.
The half orc scowls a little.
I hope to have one someday. That would be great to have two names. It's like more than one.
Yes, having two names is marvelous. I'm
wonder if I-
Depends on
BD
the name.
Dimsdale.
You sounds like you have three names.
No, BD is one name.
BD.
BD.
Dimsdale. That
Dimsdale.
is very good.
Yes. I'm quite fond of it myself.
You have so many letters. Wish I had as many letters.
You could add more letters.
Could? You could
Yes.
just do that?
Yes.
Oh,
No rules. Anarchy.
I was going to tell you
Wow.
what name you have to have. Your parents. Well, I suppose your parents could, but you don't have to
that's
do
just
to them.
about what everybody told me my name was, so I just thought that was.
My name wasn't
But I
always
guess I'm in a new
BD.
place.
It was once DB. Didn't like it.
I like BD better. It is a good change.
Flows.
We are go circle.
This this over here.
I have never traveled by circle before. Is it like riding on boat? I do.
Oh.
I get seasick.
No. It's instantaneous. You're here and then you're there in a flash.
Spontaneous.
Depending on the age of the circle, there can be some side effects, but I mean, this
How old
connection
is
should
the
be
circle?
relatively stable.
Is it an adult
Alright.
circle?
What?
Is it mature?
No. Well, they actually seem to be thinking about that question. I suppose. I mean, if they have a finite span of existence, which most things do, then I suppose you could equate some age to them, but I don't know if you can really put maturity to it.
I guess it is true. Sometimes you can be old but not very mature.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. But the
I know some people
well,
like that.
the circle here is rather new. Most of the circles spread out through this land are ancient. We don't have all of them, of course. Well, I assume so. We can't really say if there are some to be discovered still, because we haven't discovered them to know that they're there to be discovered. But I'd think so. Yes, no.
Iala kind of rubs her temple trying to follow the conversation.
Yes. Right here. And they just walk into a middle of a open square with you, and there is a sort of slightly raised plinth with a wide runic circle set on it. Right.
All right. Is there
Everybody.
anything we should know before stepping on this? Like, keep our hands inside the circle at all times?
Oh,
I have
obviously. Yes.
I have a question. It is very simple in
Mhm.
meaning. We are being teleported to Galen or near Galen. Yes.
Near Galen. Oh,
And-
better
and-
day out. Oh, yes,
but they are in
direction.
which direction do we
Yes.
need to go from Galen?
So you want to travel?
Galen?
I think it's northeast,
It's northeast.
I
Okay.
think it's northeast.
but
All right.
it's a logging community. There's plenty of, I assume, noise there.
Okay.
You should be able to find it. If you can't, you're not much in the way of an adventuring group, are you?
All right. And I had another question. We are being sent very long distance with no point of reference for the way back to capital city.
Yes.
Which way in direction cardinally is Galen from here?
They sort of look up at the sun, pivot a bit, and then just point. What you actually do? You know your directions?
No.
Okay.
But I'm
I'm trained
depending.
survival,
I'm
so I should
depending
survival.
on the rangers to understand this. I know to ask the question. I don't know.
Ranger, roll
It
your
will.
survival.
Yes.
Navigator, do you want to roll your survival?
Yes.
Okay, they appear to have pointed northwest.
Thank you very much. That way, if we ever need to come back by foot, we could do so. Maybe is that smart to ask?
I wouldn't try to travel by foot that far.
Oh, it is very far.
It's very far.
Oh, 2 months.
Hundreds and
It
hundreds
took
and
2
hundreds of
months for
miles.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
it took about 2 months for the letter to show up here. So,
Oh no, that wasn't a letter. That was. Well, they sort of do a like sip gesture on their lips, before they activate the runic circle.
oh,
I will go stand on the circle.
Is it a full day's travel or
Give or
slightly less
take.
than that?
I've never been there myself.
Okay. We will learn.
we will find out when we get there. So,
Yes.
off we go.
Best of luck to you all.
Do I hold
Cassian's
on tight
moving
to
into
the
the circle and
stone?
then
How does this work?
lying down and tucking under.
Right, and a 3 and a 2, and they pull a wand out from their jacket.
I
Wave
hope
it
this
about a bit.
doesn't throw us.
I heard that chicken. Did you hit the chicken?
I did
Don't
hear it.
distract me! And they hit the teleport circle with the wand. All right.
I hope this doesn't throw us through the Feywild like I'm used to.
Oh,
Thought you'd
D100.
never done anything with the tail.
Okay, so
Oh no, I don't like dice percentage rolls.
Oh
You-
no, that's not good.
you all appear in a flash of light, about 5 feet above the ground.
Oh, that's deathly for me. Jesus.
No, we've already established that you can fall a great distance by
I know,
the
but it's
size.
still it's
Yeah,
scary.
it's scary.
It's scary.
So yes,
There's a high
you,
pitched scream.
yeah, yeah. So Cassian, you sort of tucked under, so you just land in a big thump.
I was going to ask because there's nothing under me. Can my legs just drop straight back out so I land properly?
No,
Your
Not with
centaurs
5 feet.
always extend their legs.
No.
Not with 5 feet.
Don't worry,
Uh.
centaurs always land on their legs, on their feet, right?
Or their
That's what
back.
Yeah, so all of you land not particularly gracefully here. There's a slight smell of like ozone in the air. A couple of patches of clothing might be smouldering slightly.
Let's see. Is Iala standing? She is not.
No.
Who did she land
Broke my
on?
little body.
Oh, 1D. She has landed on Taryc.
Oh no. I'm glad it was Taryc and not me.
And you have all appeared amidst trees. There's like some fake stumps in the area, and it looks like long ago, like the area around this teleport circle was trying to be cut back, but the teleport circle is barely visible. It is overgrown. There's like, you can see the runic lines scorched into dirt that was covering them. That's only just been cleared away by the magical energies that have, come through. But like this teleport circle's very hidden.
Oh, I hope this is the right circle.
Iala bounces off Taryc and lands on her back.
That was rougher than I was expecting.
Oh.
I-
Did you just land on all 4 of your knees?
Yes,
Oh,
Ow.
that's awful.
I was expecting maybe a couple inch drop. That's why I tucked up. If I had known better, I still would have tucked because that would have broken a leg. And Cassian's getting to his feet, just like, ow!
That was not very
Leave me here. I
graceful.
will die.
Is everyone alive?
My butt hurts. But I'll live.
Thank you. Thank
Had
you.
someone land on me. Taryc should have get herself up.
Cassian's offering hands out to get people up.
I don't ever want to walk again. I am done. This is where I die. I lay here in the dirt.
Don't worry, I think you're fine, right? If Noah just bends over Nim and
It's got dark. The darkness is taking me.
it's just Nim picks her up. Are you
It hurts all over.
okay? Noah just holds her cupped in their hands. Don't worry, I
Ow.
think you'll be fine. I
Ow.
hope.
Oh, you fell a great distance, didn't you?
It
Hey.
was. It was like 5 feet.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be very far for you.
Oh. Are we there yet?
Yeah, we landed.
We landed somewhere. I hope it's the right circle.
I'm going to go see what I can, if I can find any paths around, and Taryk's gonna start kind of searching around where the circle is to see if there's any signs of anything being around here.
Okay. In that case, if you want to give me, we're actually going to call this an investigation check. You're not really trying to do wilderness survival. You're trying to find, things.
Sign.
Mm-hmm.
You're trying to find sign of people have been through this area.
Anyone else wanting to do anything while Taryk's doing that?
Question to the GM, real quick,
yes.
actually, just because I was reading the rules. Is it every session we start with an inspiration?
Yes. You basically get
Okay.
an inspiration refresh every session.
I'm going to use mine to reroll that.
Okay, go ahead.
Cassian's actually going to walk the circumference of the circle, looking at the rune work.
Mm-hmm.
Noah's going to put Nim in their hood and just let her rest there.
Oh, and folks, I'd suggest getting off the circle while you can.
Oh, good idea. Wouldn't want.
Just in case they send someone after us, which I don't think they will, but just in case.
Yeah, I've heard of this. In Druidic, it's called telefragging. Really nasty stuff.
What is that?
It means when someone, if a living body is in a place where another person teleports to, they get gibbed. Oh, that's another Druidic word.
Oh, shit, gibbed.
Making sure the gamers. Great.
It's a very violent situation. You have two
Oh,
entities
I am
existing
I
in
am
the exact
familiar.
same
They
place.
call in Thule, we call this a brawl.
Iala jumps off the circle.
No, let's not have that happen. So, have you found anything, Taryc?
Taryc,
Yes.
you do find signs of, like, how when a path gets, like, really covered over and such, but you still get a slight indentation in, like, the grass and
Yeah.
dirt. There's an indentation. Looks like there was a path here.
Is it path, or like animal?
Path you'd think.
There used to be a path over here. It's not been used recently.
A few
Do we know
years,
if
at
that is
least.
going in the right direction?
Is it survival check, I'm guessing, to figure out which direction it's going off in, since we just got teleported.
It is not going in the. I'll let you keep your prior survival check. It's not going in.
Okay.
It's not going in the correct direction.
It is not. Which direction is it heading off?
This seems to actually be heading directly north and then presumably south if you followed it in the other direction.
Okay. And I'll be honest,
And
player
again,
already
you,
forgot.
yeah, you know you need to head northwestish.
We don't know how
Uh,
much north and how much west we need to go.
Yeah.
yeah, it's not heading directly, but it is heading north, so it is
You can
part
get
of
a
the
little
direction.
I do hope we've gone the right circle.
I have a really stupid question, and maybe someone smart could correct me. But we have a dragon.
Yeah.
You have wings?
I was waiting for everyone else first.
I was going to
I need
ask
to know
him,
which direction we are moving in.
can you fly straight up and maybe see smoke?
Is that what I was planning? That yes. I just
Okay,
wanted
so
to know
I'm
which way I
sorry,
should be looking.
I am sorry, Great Dragoness. I should not question you.
Taryc will
Very
point
little one.
to the northwest since I have a high enough to figure out directions, and it should be that direction.
All right. She flaps out her wings and bursts up into the air.
Okay. How
Let's
high
see
up
where we are.
are you going to go?
She is gonna go. We have a tree line, right?
Yeah.
So she's gonna fly like maybe 10 feet above the tree line. And
Okay. Say the trees here are roughly. Oh my god, what's a good tree height? Google, how tall are trees?
It depends.
That-
Are you
that
doing
could be
pine
yes.
or softwood?
Are we the sequoia forest?
Are you doing like pine trees or like
We
softwoods like maples?
are- We are doing eucalyptus style trees.
eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus?
You
We're
could live-
in
No,
Australia?
I'm kidding.
This place is
All
dangerous.
right,
kidding.
they're up. Those are up to 200 feet tall. So yeah.
No, we are going to say that these trees are about 100 feet.
Okay, that
So you're
captures
about
my
100
idea.
feet,
of the next
110
one.
feet up, basically.
Yeah.
That's actually pretty reasonable for a tree because these are probably pine trees.
Right. You fly that high up, and I'm gonna be mean and ask for an intelligence check from Iala.
How cruel. Oh wait, that was a save. Intelligence save. Going for intelligence check.
I think for you it's the same.
Wow, that's pretty
It
good.
is the same.
So you don't know the exact mathematics of it, but you know that there's such a thing as a horizon and a curve, and that you have to be a certain height to actually see a certain distance.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
entirely possible
she's-
you'd have to be high to see anything.
She's flown before. She loves flying, so she's at least got the sense that the higher up you go, the farther you can see. So if she doesn't see anything at this height, she's gonna go a little bit higher.
Mhm.
So she's gonna go maybe 50, 60 feet more.
Okay. You go ahead and give me a perception check at disadvantage, and I'm going to roll this. Okay.
I don't see anything.
Yeah, you're having trouble. You can't spot anything. No signs of
Daytime,
any,
maybe nobody has any fires lit. It's hard to say.
no settlements that you can see.
Yeah. She spirals back down. I
Bunnies
still,
flying
I
through
don't
the sky.
see much of anything. We might be a little too far out still. There's a lot of
guess-
tree cover.
It is also
Uh.
kind of early in the day. Maybe it's harder to see daytime. I am usually awake at night, so it is easy to see darkness when
Well-
lights are lit.
Maybe we
Does-
should just follow the path for a little while and try again later.
Yeah,
That's an
did I?
idea. How
Because
didn't
it is
see any-
putting us in one of our general directions.
Yes.
I didn't see any plains, right? From up there, just forest.
No, you saw planes.
Were those to the north of us?
They're to your sort of east.
Okay.
There are
That's not
planes
a
to
perfect thing because it's like a almost diagonal cut, but yeah.
Yeah. There are some plains to the east of us, and we know the town is near some
heard a
plains,
cow.
so
Just wild
Yeah.
cattle.
Yeah,
I'm not being
one
in the
second.
woods.
Oh,
I,
right.
I, remember, I,
Oh,
remember,
right.
I remember Sirenscape one day.
Um,
Oh, birds.
did the woods seem to thin out at all to the direction you were looking? The
Ye-
northwest.
it was mostly just trees for now.
You're
So
in the woods?
Actually,
Why don't we
what you would have
travel
seen,
for?
you are basically on the
Okay.
border of these woods nearly to the plains,
Oh.
and like they do that diagonal cut of woods to plains does continue northwestish.
Oh, okay. The plains continue up northwest-ish, so I say we go north till we hit the plains and follow the tree line up that way, because that is where the town is located, at the edge of the cat.
That makes sense. And if anything, we could have you check again maybe later.
Of course. It might be easier to see once we hit the plains.
Oh, I am going to rest my poor battered body.
You will be all right, little one.
It's,
Jim's still in the hood
I'm
right
in
now.
the. I'm hanging
Okay.
out in the hoodie. Screw
Comfy
this.
hammock.
I fell 5 feet. I'm done with life.
Okay.
I am baby now.
So you guys want to travel north until you hit the border of the forest?
Yes.
Okay.
And Taryc is grabbing her staff, walking, kind of poking at the surrounding underbrush and stuff as we kind of travel
All
a
right.
little bit, just making sure that there's.
In that case, Taryc, if you go ahead and give me a survival check.
Okay.
Are we sure you're the best person to scout out there? Sure, you're the only one that can fly, but I don't think you can see very well beneath you, can you?
I can see
We
just
should not
fine
be
from
so
the
rude to
distance.
dragons. It is very bad.
I'm not looking for anything below me. I'm looking
Bahamut
for
teaches
things.
us that dragons are to be respected and beloved.
But she's only half dragon, so I'll
Yes.
just.
What? Are you
Half
saying that
percent.
the other half? What?
There's a loud thump as her tail hits a tree.
Okay, too much. Sorry. I'll walk it back. Sorry. Just making fun. Idle chatter, you know. We're friends. We're friends, right? We're friends all.
Let's try and keep it that way, yes?
Yes.
Taryc, are you alerting them to trips and pitfalls in the forest flooring?
Yes.
Okay. In that case, Taryk's able to go like, hey, look, that fern bush is hiding a sudden drop, be careful. And you're all going to make it through the forest without much incident. In fact, Taryc, you can collect enough berries to basically supplement the rations and basically only consume half a ration for the day for everybody.
Is it true that in the lands of Malady, that all of the woods here are infiltrated by creatures of the fair?
Is it?
She
I don't
asks
know,
through
I've never
the
heard that.
no natives.
I guess there are no natives in this group to ask about this. I had heard rumors of the Dark Fae Court moving in the night.
Can I do a history check on that?
Yeah.
Sam, actually just making shit up because I like the idea of having rumors.
You have no fucking clue, Noah.
Also, to the GM, I'm going to hit that as a note. Also.
Oh, in that case, yeah. Taryc is actually, as you guys are traveling, is able to gather up enough sustenance to basically keep you all fed for the day. A couple of brief stops with snacks. Here's some nice chewable bark.
I guess we're
It's not
we're
as
both going
good
to
as
be-
hunting.
we're all going to be eating well because I got that too.
All right.
Okay, all of the bark you could possibly want.
I am wanting the berries, please.
It is not as
Well, what I will actually ask
Nice
is,
hunting.
do you want to actually pause and catch proper food? You do know that they said a day's travel. Whether they meant like that's a day with a rest, or whether it's just 6 to 7 hours.
if You're asking the hunter. Yes, she would hunt.
Okay. In that case,
But,
as you sort of start to approach the like, you can see the forest making way to plains. It's a good point to actually stop and go. Hang on, before we leave this.
It's
Let
actually
me go catch a
Yeah.
squirrel.
Right. And
Oh, the massive beast.
between Taryc and Noah, yeah, you come back with a couple of rabbits and some actual nice herbs and such.
Herbs
Look
and
what I
spices.
got. We're going to be
It's pretty-
having
Got some
a
morel,
excellent-
got some some
It's
nettles.
pretty amazing.
Oh, yeah. We actually did that.
I'm glad we have so, there's some proper food prepared.
Oh, it's not prepared yet. Is
I'm
anyone
gonna
here a
say-
chef?
hmm
You could say so.
Well, I'll make some nice nettle tea, and I'll leave the rabbits to you.
Yeah, like I said, at
You
this
also
point,
have
you guys have
herbalism,
traveled
and I'm
about
guessing.
4 hours on foot. Do you want to stop for a rest?
I have
Yeah,
walked
probably.
so far, I say, having not taken a single step.
This terrain is particularly unkind to you, Cassian. Being a horse and walking through this kind of wooding
Oh, yeah.
sucks.
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
We
What,
probably should take a little bit of a rest.
What time of day is it? Because I
The
don't
sun
remember being
is
told
starting to
when
go
we
down.
left.
Like it's dimming, but it's not actual nightfall yet.
So we could go further,
Oh,
but
you
it is
you
starting
could
to head
push
in
on,
toward
yes.
evening. And we're just hitting the
and
plains at
one
this
second,
point.
I forgot
Yes.
to change my headphone batteries out before game, so just doing a quick swap because I'm a professional.
That's when we make
Plug
sure we
in,
say all the
turn
things that
on.
we would regret her saying or hearing us say.
And
It
I
is
am
really good
now
that she
back.
does not know anything that we... Uh-oh.
Hello.
Hi.
Can't believe you said you wanted a new DM there, Sammy.
Wow, that's really crazy.
Wow.
It's a good thing that she can't check the recording later.
But yes, you pushing on or stopping?
I think we should hit the plains before we take a proper break, because that way we have. It's a little bit easier on the walking.
It is, but it is
Yes.
also less cover.
When you say plains, are you talking?
There's hills and so on.
Some is there some trees and hills and stuff, or are we talking like
it is
Ohio?
wide open. Like
Okay, so it's Ohio.
Hills and the occasional rocks and the obstruction. There's some shrubbery, but that's about it.
Okay, so Ohio, got it.
In Wyoming.
Haven't been to Wyoming, so go with my.
I like
one.
how
I'm
we
thinking
have a British...
Dartmoor, but yeah.
We're all going with our different parts.
I was say we literally have a DM from the UK, and you're going Wyoming repeatedly, and it's like this is
I've
gonna
said it
land.
once.
Okay, well, I've been here. Do I have any idea? Do we have any idea of the type of stuff? We know there's all kinds of stuff out here.
Mhm.
Open travel during the day, relatively safe. I'm guessing nighttime is
Did you
definitely
do
not
any
safe.
research while you were in city?
I didn't.
Honestly, I would have.
Okay, in
Taryc
that case,
would've.
go ahead and give me a history check, please.
Absolutely. Is it roll? There we go. Ignore the second
Okay, so
roll.
14.
I had lag there. So
Based on what you've read and from your own experiences in Trudy and such, like it's not impossible that there would be giant prey creatures in the air, or giant predators rather. That's just a possibility in this world in general. You didn't find anything that suggested like, because I think once you had your assignment to offer, you probably went and read a little bit. There's nothing that directly says that the planes would be dangerous based on that. There's some superstitions based around these planes that you discovered. But it's like people wandering off and then just getting lost in the night, that kind of thing.
Uh, there. I didn't read of anything that's too dangerous during the day. We may not want to press at night. There's rumors of people wandering in these plains in the night and disappearing.
Oh, that sounds awful.
Well, it's
We
not
could
night yet.
we could probably press on for an hour or two more and make camp.
It sounds good to me. Let us press on, my fellows.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
not used to. I'm not used to the night skies here yet, so that's not. I don't think I want to try my luck guiding us at night.
I
Okay.
am really good in the dark.
Another half-hour travel gets you back to the edge, to the plains. It does look a little clearer to walk out there if you do want to walk out in the plains more than the forest edging. But that is up to you. Or you could set up camp ahead of time. Either way, but it sounds like you want to press on.
Yes,
I'm not hearing anyone say no.
Okay.
So
correct.
In that case, you
It
can.
is so much effort for me to
I
travel.
know it's so hard. You've been traveling for a while now. Did you want to try scouting again, Iala?
Yeah, now that it's cleared up a bit, she's gonna go to the edge of the forest and take a look into the skies again.
Okay.
All right.
Go ahead and
So-
give me a perception check. No disadvantage this time.
15.
15. You can actually see what looks like to be smoke, very, very faintly in the distance. Quite far in the distance. Like you can barely make it out.
He flops back down to the earth. I see smoke up ahead. I think it's very, very far ahead, but I believe we can take it. We can make it in several hours.
Do you want to give a roll to try and figure out how long it takes to travel that far?
How much? What do
Make
I
your-
use?
Eh.
Intelligence?
It would be survival.
Oh, survival. That's
time
Yeah.
for the Pythagorean theorem to figure.
Yeah,
that's
you're
that's
pretty sure you
how
can
many
press it.
rolls.
You're keeping that.
That's the amazing.
You can,
You
The
think
best
you,
of the
you
worst.
guys could be there in an hour?
I think we could be there in maybe an hour if we hustle.
Well, if you
Okay.
think we can do it, I guess.
I'm going to ask, just because I have made some decent survival checks. If it was an hour out, do I think we'd be able to see smoke by now?
Uh,
Just
Maybe the
Like,
trees are
with
blocking
the
it.
tree line
though.
obscuring it from the ground? No.
okay, so that's on the tree. Okay. I mean, we could try to press on the hour.
All right, let's go. Let us continue on for another hour, and then maybe we can take some break under some proper roofs.
That sounds very good. I like this. Thank you very much, Dagonas, for helping us.
Of course.
We are so lucky.
An hour and a half later, you think maybe Iala may have been slightly wrong in her estimates.
Oh.
I
You've been
could've
trudging
sworn
along
we
now.
would've hit it by now.
This verges on. You've been going for about 6.5 hours, including a diversion into hunting.
So I think it might be time to camp down for the night, maybe. It's
But
Oh, we
Elia
are so
said it was on.
close.
Elia said it was right there.
are you sure it was right there?
Is it perhaps
Like-
a fake trick?
Did you say it was? How close did you say the smoke was? Didn't you say it was?
It was like this big on the horizon. She puts up two fingers, like an inch high, inch between each her finger and thumb.
That's massive.
Yuli, can
Mhm.
I make a survival check based on that description?
With major disadvantage in high DC, yes.
Okay, never mind then.
No, you can try it, but that kind of
It is
description
based on
hard
somebody
to-
who misinterpreted the
Yeah.
information, giving you information.
I don't know what I'm talking about.
I mean,
But do you?
Cassian, best guess is like her estimate should be right.
Yeah, if the information's correct, it must be correct.
How-
But
if you-
than that,
How
Why not
How
check
does-
to see how far the smoke is now?
that is probably a good idea.
You're making
Also-
me work my wings.
On that question, like, we just have an idea of roughly. It's going by. Is this how high is the sun? Like, are we
It's
getting
starting to
basically
set.
sunset?
Yeah.
So we can tell it's been
You've
over
got
an
a rough
hour.
approximation of the time, yeah.
Okay. If you would be so willing to check one more time.
All right. I will go check once more.
I must say, I am getting very weary. I took a big fall earlier, so I wish to rest.
I'm so hurt.
That was
I am
6
so
hours
hurt.
ago.
I know, but we have been moving, and even though you have been very careful, Noah, it is kind of like being thrown about on a boat, and I'm getting a little seasick.
Please do not vomit in my hood.
I might
Talia,
if we keep
where's the
pushing.
smoke?
Uh-oh.
Oh, oh no!
I will just remind my fellow player that you do have an inspirational.
I will inspire this one.
Okay, go ahead and give me another roll. That's better.
There we go. Oh, wrong direction.
Yep, you
she
turn
turns
around, and not only do you see smoke, you actually see faint lights.
Oh,
There are lights on the horizon. We are almost there.
You said that an hour and a
Do,
half
do, you
ago.
want, do you want to give another roll for estimation? It'll be easier this time because you're actually closer. Things are a bit more in perspective.
Also, you know how much it took you last time you said.
Oh my god!
Oh no! Oh no!
Maybe another.
I can't aid, so I still wouldn't do anything.
it is only 15 minutes away, everybody.
Half an hour. Half
Maybe
an
another-
hour.
Could be a half an hour or more. She's kind of just checking her fingers.
No one
know-
narrows their eyes.
As the dragon flies.
Well, I could
Well,
make
there's
it
no
there in about an hour, but I assume us walking is slowing us down. That must be it. If you all had wings, we would have been there already.
Well, not all of us can help that.
I'm sorry.
Sad sickness, to be sure.
Now the question comes: do you push on? The sun is setting.
That's it.
When you say how, like, roughly how close, I'm guessing under an hour.
Yeah, under an
for-
hour, the sun will be down. So if she's correct and it's that far away, you could get there before sundown.
But I could get there easily, but since not everyone can fly, I'm guessing. What do you want to do? Push on, or is take us a little break?
How well does everyone feel at moving at night?
I don't have night vision, so I can't see at night.
I see
Not
quite
that
well in the
bad.
dark.
I also see quite well in the dark.
Yeah, it's not so bad. Especially if we have moonlight.
Yeah, out here you should get pretty good moonlight.
So even if it is just a little bit
It's-
farther,
It's not a new moon, is it? Before we make that mistake. I mean, we won't get moonlight if it's a new
Now
moon.
you're starting to sound like someone who plays in a Yu-Gi-Oh game. Well
Yep.
played. Thinking about the concern about the fact the moon might be out.
Okay,
Or
Mrs.
not.
Stars, do you want to give me a nature roll?
Yes.
Now you're sounding like somebody who's
No, there should be
properly
plenty of
paranoid.
moonlight tonight.
There will be plenty of moonlight tonight. If we take just a break here, we might be able to do well. I just hope that.
And also, you could light a
This-
torch for the centaur.
Oh yes,
We
we can
could...
also
Okay.
we can give you a torch or something for walking around to help guide you.
We could push if we do not reach it by sundown. It's not the best time to make a camp, but at that point it may be
It
prudent
sounds
to
like we are
camp.
pushing forward bravely into the unknown.
Okay. You guys start pushing forward again. Cassian, did you want to light a torch or use a light spell or something?
I don't have a light spell.
You should have a torch.
Oh, no.
I have torches.
So you can strike up a torch.
Yeah.
Okay.
Funnily enough,
Even though technically that would make it harder to see at night if the moonlight is decent.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, though, Liv's tail actually does light up, but it doesn't do enough light to cast visible light
Mhm.
that you can see by.
It's just a
But
little
her tail
glowy
starts to
dot.
light up and flick different colors, and it's just kind of flicking around in the hood.
Oh no. Do Trixies have the ability to communicate to the little lights?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Anyone else torching up?
Well,
Is there enough moonlight to see with dark vision?
With dark vision, yes.
Okay. I do have dark vision.
I have dark vision, so I do not need to.
I got dark vision. So do I.
Okay, so yeah, just simple. All right. You'll all continue on. You know, at some point, Iala, you're going to have to head back into the foresting because it looked like that sort of firelight was coming like about 6 miles into the forest from the edge of the plains. But for now, you continue along the edge, and soon enough,
I
the
would
sun
like
does set.
to cast a spell of guidance
On?
on the person who is guiding us through the woods.
And who's that going to be?
I believe it is Taryc right now. So
Okay.
I'm going to cast guidance on Taryc.
Okay.
All right.
Taryc, can I have your finger for a second?
Yes.
Okay. I give you this.
To
Boop.
Noah's hood.
Reach towards the light.
Beep, beep.
But as you travel, the sun sets, and yeah, it's a decent spillage of moonlight, but it's that sort of moonlight where you can see about, but walking, and again, this is primarily for the centaur, walking along without like really good view of the ground when it's this sort of knobbly, plainsy, pitfalls, not pitfalls, holes. Basically, a gopher might kill you.
It feels like that.
So, a torch is handy.
Mhm.
But it's holding the torch as the sun has set that you feel something weird, Cassian. Something's off. It's hard to pinpoint what, but you know when you're home alone and you're walking down a corridor at night and it just feels like something behind you, even though you know that's not possible, that's silly. You get that feeling.
Cassian's. Is anyone behind Cassian in our group?
Yeah, you guys could decide
Or
what
is it-
order you're in.
I don't know what walking order we are in.
Iala is probably near the front because.
Yeah, actually, I
she's-
think most of them would be ahead of you, simply because Taryc is doing navigating the
Yeah,
Sate and
Taryc
wants to
is in the
navigate.
front.
Iala wants to fly
Um,
up. Nim's in the hood.
I am directly behind Noah, actually.
Yeah. So, in fact, yeah, you are at the rear of the group, Cassian.
Cassian's going to whistle.
Can I
I don't know
turn
this
towards
tune.
the
If
whistle?
you sing a few more
Something's
bars, I
behind
might
us.
know. Yes, it is called the Plains.
No, something is behind us.
Oh, what is it?
Noah's going to turn around and look out into the dark.
Give me a perception check.
There is a freaking torch in the way.
Yeah, he's gonna take a look too.
Yeah, anyone that wants to
Or
can make a
not.
perception check.
I will do so. No, I cannot see torch too bright. Why is torch so bright? My bones hurt. I fell.
My eye bones.
My eye bones. I landed on my face. It was my best quality, and now it is ruined.
Right, did Cassian and Taryc want to roll?
I hit the button and it's not doing anything, but I'm also noticing a lot of
was
stuff
that,
is
Yuli?
lagging.
You didn't
There we
roll
go.
for Cassian. For perception.
Right, there we go. Okay. Talia, Nim, Taryc, Cassian. You start looking around, and you can't see anything. Noah, you can't see anything. There's nothing out there, and yet you feel a deep-seated sense of unease, as if your gaze isn't picking up what it should. Something is wrong, and you can't tell what.
No, I don't like this. There seems to be something off. Everyone guard up. There's
Oh god, I just realized there's an entirely good reason why my perception's so bad. Noah turned around to look. Immediately lost the ability to see.
What's going on? What is Noah?
I don't want. Do you see anything?
no.
No.
That's the problem. It feels like I should. There's something is off. Noah's going to reach into their hood, take them out, and put them on top of their head.
I don't
Everyone
want to be up
get
here.
ready.
This is very dangerously positioned. I am going to climb down to the ground now. If you fall down, it is very dangerous for me. I don't
Nim
want to be
zips
up
down.
there. I am going to I have guidance still up on Taryc, so I'll just leave it there.
So should we keep going, or should we?
Hello?
Is it from the plains or from
Is
the
it a
woods?
person? Is it a person up there? Hello?
Noah, Cassian,
Hmm?
gazing out onto the plains, foreboding.
We're going to stay in the woods.
Right, you guys want to push into the woods?
Yeah.
Woods, everyone, woods.
Okay. I'll scamper in the woods.
Okay. You all scamper into the woods, diving into the tree line, pushing deep into it. And that sense of fear, that sense of panic and dread fades.
No. Something's not right. This is really neat. Noah takes out their notebook and writes down "scary planes" in it.
That's rather odd. Usually, you would think that the woods would be the scarier spot, but the wide open plains, it seems a bit strange to me.
I
Well,
cannot
you're in the
connect
woods
roll
now.
20 anymore.
Oh no.
No, work
Dark
on that.
foreboding feeling. It's going to take out our roll 20s one by one till we're isolated.
No. Not only we can roll with you, and that's it. Alright. Well, we should continue going forward if we're going to make it there, because I don't think we want to get near the scary plains if you say it is bad feelings.
Walking through the trees is going to slow us down.
But
It's one of those moments as a DM where you reflect on your planning and your plotting and realize you did create a game where the keywords are going to be scary planes. And you despair a little bit.
Scary plain. Nim is going to
Plain
start
scary.
picking her way through the woods.
Right. As you all
If-
travel.
If we are having such a fear of the open plains. Maybe we should push on until we hit the town. If we don't want to stay out here during the night. Well, we will see how far we get. All right.
After a
Oh,
mere
this
half
moss is
hour
very pretty.
of walking, you guys see light through the trees.
See, the dragoness was correct. Should never doubt her.
Yes. That hour walk, that two and a half hour walk was quite the guidance, Miss Dragon.
So I was off by an hour or two. It happens. It was very far away.
Do you wear glasses?
You need
No.
glasses.
But if one is so afeared of the plains and the strangeness,
She kind of fixes her shield on her arm.
I suppose we should still be wary of lights in the woods.
Yeah, that's a good statement to stand by. I know back in Yanis you should follow lights in the woods, especially when you have bad feelings. Only if you know what the source of the light is.
Carefully, she continues forward.
Right. You're gonna continue forward towards the light in
Yeah,
the woods.
just to see what it might be.
Perception check if you want to see before you sort of come into the open of it.
Perception.
You have, or you don't have. I have it on Taryc. Never mind.
I would like to, but yeah,
Yeah.
no luck.
Ah,
Want me to roll for you, Taryc?
Yes, please.
Bup, 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 bup. Bup, bup, bup.
With the D4 from.
Yes.
Wow,
Wow.
you rolled so
I'm
bad.
going to use my inspiration.
Are you gonna use your inspiration, Noah?
I
Yes.
rolled
Okay.
perception. I
There we
rolled
go.
very
Much better.
average. I actually rolled as good as Talia. Iala.
Do my flipping job.
Noah. That is a ball of floating light, just sort of bobbing around in the air.
Noah stops and quickly leans up against the tree. Back up, Will-O-Wisp, Will-O-Wisp.
What is the problem with the Vista?
Iala stops as well.
Are they friendly? Hello?
You never
You can
lights
have
in the wood.
you can have a history check with advantage, Noah. Wow.
Oh, come on! But I got an inspiration because it's a 1.
Yep, you get an inspiration. Congratulations.
I'm going to
And got
use
an
it.
inspiration
You
for the last
can't
one.
you can't use it on the things you got it from.
Darn it!
But Noah did earn a inspiration from the no. Yeah.
Yeah.
Noah-
Oh yeah. You actually had one from the previous failure. No, because
Oh,
you didn't have an
You
inspiration.
used
You
it.
re-rolled. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah.
So you have an inspiration,
Yep.
but you can't do anything right now. Noah, you can assume whatever you want.
Floating lights in the dark, will-o-wisps. They they
But that is on
Wandering-
Eunice, right?
yes, I'm from Yanis.
Yeah,
And-
you're from Eunice, but we do not know if they have them here. It might be something else. Light
It's just a
creatures
ball,
light creatures are friendly.
not will-o-wisps. They trick travelers in the forest and lead them into dangers. As you know, practical jokes. Haha, funny.
Well, it won't hurt be dangerous.
I'm not making any chances with that. It's just a ball of floating light.
Well, if it's just a ball of floating light, it is not dangerous.
Yuli, can I make any sort of check to see if I recognize the critter name?
Yeah. Give me a history. I mean, just the description and what they're saying matches up with some tales of widow wisps and so on. It could be a glowing pixie as well, like potentially. It could be a cherub. Unlikely, but it could.
Were will-o-wisp given any specific coloring to them, or did they
They can
tend
vary.
to appear? Okay.
I might actually have to reboot because I can't even send messages in Discord.
Okay. In that case, we're going to take a brief potty break while Blackheart reboots. So we will be right back. Right, we are back. Unfortunately, Taryc's player has some connection troubles, but hopefully he will be with us again soon. Right. But as you're all debating about this little ball of light, Iala,
I would like to stealth.
Mm-hmm.
you want to stealth? You can stealth.
Yeah, I get advantage.
Yep.
Roll
Nice.
a 10.
Alia, you're sort of gazing in the direction of this, listening to your companions, when you hear something. It sounds distant, like someone calling from a distance, muffled by trees. But you just hear, "Come to us," from the direction of the plains.
She listens closer. What was that?
Join
I don't.
us.
A chill goes down her spine. I would like to go farther away from the plains.
Yeah. And notably,
Hey.
it doesn't sound like someone whispering it next to you. It does sound like it's a distant call.
Here-
Join us.
I hear something from the plains. This is not what I. There is a strange light in front of us, and there is a strange calling behind us.
I'm going towards the light.
You're going towards the light?
Yep, flicking my tail all bright and happy.
Okay. You'll see the little brightness that is Nim's tail wandering off through the rushes towards this bobbing light. And you see the light pause and then just start to like circle about, and it sort of spirals down towards Nim.
I'm gonna start flicking my tail back and forth and changing colors.
It does not change colours, but it mimics the sort of motion.
Mhm.
And then it starts to bob away
Hello,
from
I
you.
am him. Bye bye. Very friendly.
Then it pauses about 20 feet away.
I follow.
Okay. It lets you
Are
catch
we
up.
going away from the plains?
You're going away from the plains.
I will follow away from the plains.
Where'd
Did
Nim
we make-
go?
I got to say.
Did Nim make friends with the little light?
Careful where you're stepping.
The light does wait for you're following them.
Iala starts chasing after Nim. Yeah.
Right.
It's not hard to chase after me. I'm very slow.
Damn it.
Yeah, the light
He-
does
he's kind of-
pause and wait for them to catch up with it before it bobs on further again and again.
Don't follow it.
The people going this way, so I am going this way. It is not
Oh,
following.
we
It
are
is
being so
cooperative.
lost.
It is cooperative walking.
Yuli, when I did my history check, is the old tale of it leading people to their death still a thing?
You didn't read enough to actually gauge that. You just know of their existence.
Also, that is the assumption that this is actually a will-o-wisp.
Does anyone know which direction we are heading?
Go the way with the light. Stay in the light.
And it's taking us away from where we're supposed to be.
I don't want
Actually,
to go
it's
towards the
heading
plains.
in kind of the rightish direction.
We go this way.
It does pause and then curve off to the left, and then resume. Do you follow the way it goes?
Yes.
All right. As you are moving past, you can see that there's actually quite a nasty fall hidden behind a log that it would have gone over otherwise.
See?
Well,
What did I tell you?
But it led
That
us
was-
away from the bad thing, though.
that was rather nice of it, actually.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
would have walked right into that.
Iala kind of lowers her guard just a little bit and starts following closer to him.
And truly, the lights are very good. They warn you of danger.
Don't trust it.
You follow this thing for about half an hour. It
Yeah,
actually leads you
I-
safely across a little bit of sort of marshland. That leads you on a trail of like stumps you can tread on to avoid getting, submerged.
Oh,
That's
this
probably
is
the most
not-
harrowing moment because it's literally led you to marshland, which is the classic wisp behavior.
Mhm.
But soon enough, you're on dry land again, and suddenly it winks out of existence. It just sort of the flame peters out,
Oh, bye
and
bye.
you can see torchlight.
I lost my friend.
You can see torchlight and what looks to be buildings through the trees.
Are we here now?
Did we make it?
I think so.
We survived.
It was not a wisp. It was
Well,
friendly light.
little Noah, it seems that you might have been jumped the gun a little.
Maybe
Jumped the horse.
maybe
Yeah, I
it's
know.
different on Madadi. It is already strange. Forest is friendly, plains is scary. It's different, yes. Much to learn. We have on this new land.
That's. Meh. I don't know. Noah's going to take out their book and write "wisps different here," and close their book.
Okay. You want to push out the tree line?
Yeah.
I will scamper through the bush.
Right. You push out the tree line, and you find yourselves looking at. Oh no, that's me dragging the whole page. There we go. So you guys come out around about here. Boop.
Down here.
And you find yourselves looking towards what looks like to be a forge. The forge seems to be, well, it's not lit, it's dimming down, but you can still see a faint glow to it. There is a torch lit outside of the main forge section, and sitting by it are two figures. One is massive, looks to be 7 to 8 feet tall. Well muscled, has blonde hair that is braided, sort of falling down the back. A short beard that has like its own little twin braids at the corners. Most definitely a Goliath. Very easy to identify. Large Goliath man who appears to be drinking from a cup, a bottle on the table between them, as the other figure appears to be a woman. She's got pointed ears, silvery hair that is just pulled back into a little ponytail, wearing what looks like to be a priest's robes. She's just holding a cup in her own hands as well, and just smiling gently at the Goliath, who is laughing uproariously at something slapping the table.
Iala kind of stretches her wings a little bit and steps forward.
Hello there.
The Goliath goes. His cup sort of like jumping in the air briefly, liquid spilling out of it. The elf looks less surprised, just looking over at you as you approach. The Goliath trying to compose himself, as if he didn't just shriek. What? You do not sneak. What? And he just like clutches his chest.
Excuse me, we are looking for town. Is it Galen?
You have found your way to Galen, yes. The the woman says. She sets her own cup down, stands up briefly, pats the Goliath on the shoulder, and just sort of, steps away from him a little bit, as if expecting you to come the rest of the way to them.
Oh, good. See, I told you we were on the right direction.
What kind of people just come out of the woods in the middle of the night?
Well, we are adventurers that were sent by the Sovereign Shield.
Oh, adventurers! No adventurers.
Yes,
That is us.
sorry, it
That
is
would be
very
us.
dark and the plains are scary, so we pushed in.
Oh, yes. We were told that you would be coming. Did not expect you to emerge, from the darkness like ghouls.
Excuse me, I came out of the darkness like a beautiful swan.
There are swans in the darkness.
Well, no, swans would be scary as well. So perhaps, the sister just shakes her head a little bit and goes, "Well, it's a pleasure to meet you."
I am sorry, we are being very rude. We are the Guiding Star Company. I am Nim. And I'd let everybody else talk about themselves. And this is Taryc. She is a bit she got her muzzle all stuck up, but she is very friendly. No, not dangerous.
Nim, Ted.
I'm Noah.
Iala Talia.
I'm Cassian. Cassian.
She's sort of tilting her head as if listening to each of you, and she just goes, "Curious. Even your accent, similar to the people of this land, is somewhat different. You come from L'Oreal?
Yes.
The rest of you hail from afar as well."
I am from Tuli, so is Taryc.
It's always a pleasure to see someone from Tuli. I am Sister Melaru Arlenway, and this is Colin Yanason. And the Goliath sort of stands up, brushing his tunic, which is now a bit wet from whatever alcohol he was drinking. And he just goes, "Pleasure. Now that I am not scared, witless. You didn't see that? No, of course not."
No, you were never scared for a moment. As far as I know, you were just yelling as a warning to your friends, so they would not be startled, right?
Exactly. You have all arrived rather late for travel, though. Dangerous thing to do.
Yeah. The teleport circle was rather far away, so it took us 6-7 hours of walk to get this far.
Well,
It is my fault. I fell down and could not walk for a while, and it was a great burden on everybody.
You're a very funny one. Yes. Ah, she's good. He just sort of says to the sister, who just gives him a little look before going. Well, I'm sure you all must be quite weary from your journey then.
Yes. Is it much farther to the guild hall, or is there an inn in town?
The guild hall itself is about half hour's walk out from town, but you could settle at the inn for the night instead.
I am done walking. I think I'm going to turn into the inn.
In that case, if you just follow the road further into town, it's just past the chapel.
You are very comfortable in towns for someone from Eunice. I always thought you were wild people who sleep in the branches.
I'm a multifaceted person. I was all over Yanis and stayed in all sorts of places, inside and outside.
I was just surprised because I thought you were a druid. I thought they like the outside, not in buildings.
But I'm like, it depends on the druid, but even a badger likes to be in its den.
You would know better than me. I am very uneducated.
Well, If you wish
I
to
am learning much from you.
go to the inn, I am sure that Johnson would be happy for the coin of visitors.
Oh, yes, I have a coin.
And if you wish to come by the chapel in the morning, I'd be happy to take you to your guild hall.
Sister,
would
may I
be
ask
lovely.
what is the chapel dedicated to in this fine town?
She just smiles and like inclines her head, spreads her arms wide, and goes, "The Divine Hole."
Oh, that is wonderful. Then I can pay all of my respects. That is very kind.
Of course.
All right. Well, I'm very tired from flying all this way, and
Yes, good goodness, I understand. All right, we will head off to this inn, you say?
so is it? Yes, let us make with the um uh, the lodgings for the now.
And,
Maybe Taryc can take a time to cook their rabbit up. The rabbit. So they will do that.
the sister bows her head to you and smiles softly. The Goliath gives a happy wave and goes, "Rest well, and you perhaps we will become well acquainted. Adventurers always need my services."
It would be delightful.
It would be great to know you better. Call him Yellison?
Call him Janoson.
Janoson. Yes, Janoson.
And
Call him Janoson.
he's going to sit down and pour himself a new drink. And he's just going to resume chatting to the sister. They seem to just be friendly with each other.
I'm gonna start scampering towards town.
Right, yeah, you head through town. Most places you can see like candlelights in past-drawn curtains and so on, but like it is people are settling down. But there is noise as you approach the inn. It's kind of obvious which one's the inn. There's a great big sign outside that says the Swallow Swan. And there must be people inside based on the noise. And as you open up the door, there is a very quaint, cozy little inn. It's not the most lavish place you've seen, far from it, but it's clean. It's tidy enough. You get some looks from a couple of people in there that are at a table eating what looks like to be their supper. That sort of wariness of people seeing strangers. And there's a man plucking away at a instrument in the corner. Not anyone on stage. He's just there by himself, apparently, just entertaining himself. And as you enter, the barkeep, the person at the bar, looks on over, and they are a kind of shady-looking man. Appears to be human. He's got dark hair. There's a slight streak of silver in it, although he doesn't look quite old enough to be greying yet. He's got a scar across his temple, a bit of stubble on his chin, and he looks like somebody that you'd avoid. It gives you an eye as you walk on in, and just raps on the bar with his fingers and goes, "Who are you all then?"
Hello. We are the adventuring party, the Guiding Star. We are here to take up at the adventuring building again. But we are wondering if we could stay here for the night. My name is Nim. I am from Tuli.
Oh, is that a Taryc?
Yeah, Taryc is apparently there. They need to get their butt the Discord. There they are.
Yay!
Yes.
Are you there, Taryc? Maybe not.
Some initial loading.
They're working on it.
Yeah.
Nim from Tuli, huh?
Yes, I am Nim from Tuli.
It's a group of Guiding Star here to replace the adventurers that have scuppered off. So,
she kind of flips her hair as she comes a little bit closer.
we would like some lodgings for the night, if that is no trouble.
I have a couple of rooms you'll have to share.
Do you accept brownie coinage here?
Yeah, I can accept brownie coinage.
Thank you.
That will be more than enough. Thank you.
It's 5 copper for each room. You can split it amongst you, although meals will cost extra.
That is fine. Thank you very much.
You needing to eat?
It would be very kind to have food.
Yes,
I
please.
know that our friend here, Taryc, she is a knoll and she has procured several rabbits while we were traveling here.
Rabbits, fresh.
Eh,
Yes,
Hold
very.
them up.
Oh, I tell you what, you trade me those rabbits, and I'll do your supper and breakfast.
That would
That
be lovely.
That would be
Deal.
wonderful. I only have a gold piece on me. Is it okay if one of you I give this and you hold my change?
Cassian's just putting down 2 silver without saying anything.
What are you paying for your room?
I'm paying for everyone's rooms.
Well, that was 2 silver each, wasn't it?
No, it was
No,
5
5
copper per
copper.
room.
Oh, it's 5 copper per room. Oh, okay.
Yeah. So it's silver piece for the 2
yeah.
rooms.
You are very wealthy, sir. I get that it's true for wizards, though.
No,
Thank you, paper.
that is fine. You take back one of your silver. I'll take the other one.
He is eyeing Taryc with wariness, maybe fear. But he's like trying to not show it.
Do not be concerned, sir. Tuli, on the trip to Tuli, I traveled with Taryc, and I can tell you they have eaten nobody.
You're a tame gnome.
Hey, the boy. As tame as we can be.
She cooks her meat.
Right.
I say this like this is the reassuring thing.
Yeah. Meanwhile, images of being cooked are going through this guy's mind.
I offer no harm to the people of this land.
Well, I'm not too concerned myself, but you might concern the poor townsfolk here.
Mm,
So he just like points at his own eyes, points at you. Got my eye on you.
Understandably.
All right then.
It's very lovely that we're having a good standoff, but I'm really hungry and tired.
I'll get you your food. And
Thank you.
one the man plucking away at his little loot in the corner actually looks up when the barkeep says that, and goes, "Oh, Tom John, would you get me another bottle as well, please?" Yeah.
Did you say Tom John?
Is that out of character or in character?
That was an out of character
Yes,
question.
Tom John.
Okay.
Tom John's the name of the barkeep. Cool.
Or that's what the person calls him.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna
To
scamper
find
over to
out
the
it's
person
not.
playing the musical instrument and just metronome the tale while they play.
They actually pause a second as you approach, and they lean down a bit and goes, "Never seen a brownie quite like you.
Yeah, we're from Tuli.
Oh, Tootie, you got what's that, buddy ears?"
No, just big ears. See, I hear good with them.
He starts plucking away again and goes, "You like music
There are
then?"
big, dangerous, scary things in Tuli, and so you have to have good ears so you can hear for them. Yes.
Oh, makes sense.
Hey, music.
Oh, here, let me play you, yeah, The Girl from Tootie. Yeah, and he starts playing a very lewd tune, which you may or may not have heard, probably haven't.
I'm throwing guidance on this person quietly, by the way.
He's going to play very well then.
Yep.
And he just goes, "Have you come to see the Brownie family here?"
There's a brownie family?
"Oh, yeah, the Whispers."
The Whispers. Oh, they sound very great. I hope to meet them sometime. No, I am adventurer. I join to help protect.
Right, okay. You see, like, the multitude of expressions that cross his face in an instant as he goes through the puzzlement, the wanting to laughter, that's rude, to trying to maintain composure.
Mm-hmm.
Just being like, oh, that's kind of sweet. Oh,
Uh-huh.
sad. That's gonna get killed in like a week.
Yeah.
Right.
The Whispers, they have a little wallstead in the chapel, so I'm sure
I
they'd
look
welcome
for-
a visitor.
I would look forward to meeting them when I make my purse.
He nods his head towards Iala. A friend of yours?
She is half dragon.
She accounted for?
Is she as registered as an adventurer?
No. I mean, in the she's got a
you mean
man or lady friend.
Is she attached? Well, right now I am kind of hoping to pledge my great undying love, but I do not think she has noticed me yet. But I think she's still on the market.
He puts out his little pinky to you
Opportunity.
as if like for a fist bump and just goes, "To our rivalry then."
For our rivalry,
And he grins at you and just resumes playing his music.
I wish you great happiness.
Oh,
I will listen
so do
to her
I.
and enjoy music. I will listen to her and enjoy music.
Food's brought out for you.
Ialia is over to the side, just kind of trying to clean off her boots from all the stuff they've gone through, kind of just kicking her toes.
I'm surprised nobody started to just like.
Yeah, Tom John's coming out with the food and he looks at you and goes, "Oh, not in the fucking bar."
Oh, right. Sorry, I wasn't thinking. She's trying to kind of kicks the dirt towards the door.
Just leave it. You're spreading it more. Just leave it. Just leave it. Yeah, eat this.
Sorry.
And he's putting down bowls of what looks like just to be a hearty stew in front of each of you. He actually comes up to you, Nim, and just goes, "Sorry, I had to put it on a saucer. The Whispers normally bring their own, utensils
My
over."
own utensils. I can use. I will take some of the saucer.
Marvelous.
That's
There
okay.
you go.
All right, I will get some on mine because I have pots of pants, and I will do that.
And you, Bill, you better pay up at the end of the night. And he's handing setting a bowl down beside the person playing the instrument. And Bill just gives him a little look that says, "Of course I won't." And he then grins at you, Nim, and just goes, "Oh, he's a real softy, really.
Well, he seems like he has a heart of gold.
He does. He likes to pretend he's a nasty man, but I've known him since he was a little boy. We've been together through thick and thin."
Oh, I bet you know all sorts of wonderful stories about town. I can't wait to hear about them.
Oh, Tom John, and he starts to play a song and immediately gets a stein thrown at him, which he just ducks, picks up his bowl, bows to nobody but you, and he goes, "Excuse me while I go eat."
All right.
I'm going to eat my food.
Well, it seems like you've already made a friend here.
It is very
So-
important to make friends. It is very, very common for Trixie.
Also, it's a quick catch up for Taryc. You were led by a seemingly friendly wisp through the woods to the safety of town, where it winked out of existence.
Yeah. Was lucky.
And something spooked Iala out in the woods.
Was that
Yeah.
the? I think I was here for that. That was no. That was Cassian that said something behind.
This is truly almost fortuitous at night. I had a piece of potato in my soup.
Was the potato as big as her?
No, it's like a tiny little chunk, but I'm just so excited I
okay.
found it.
It's
Normally, I just get sauce when I get soup.
You just get the liquid.
Not only
No,
is
I
it
just
not
get
only are
the
there little chunks of potato, you know when meat is chewed long enough that it strings off.
Oh, and there is also a piece of meat. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. This is the best inn I have ever been in.
That's very nice.
Tom
Everybody else
Duncan,
is like, man, it's like paste.
you excuse me,
Pizza
Americans. I'm
sandwich.
gonna go get fresh linens and such out for your beds.
Thank you.
And he heads upstairs and he just yells, "Bill, watch the bar!" as he goes.
Your tricks.
So what are you all going to do with the money when we are done?
That remains to be seen.
Not
Right.
sure.
She sips her soup.
I intend to
I'm
buy a great big house.
I'm going to use it to travel all over the world. I'm going to try and visit every single continent and write down everything that I see there. It's going to
That
be
sounds like a journey that will take your entire life.
yes. Hopefully so, and hopefully not. It's not as short as it could.
Yes, I guess it could take your entire life depending on if you get one continent in or several, depending on how hostile it is.
Yeah, this not. I don't plan on having it short anytime soon,
There's
but
nothing wrong with
So
short.
let's see if you can get off this continent then, yes?
yes, that first.
One continent at a time. You clearly have
One-
already conquered all of Unisaflak, or Unis, I assume.
One day at a time.
Hmm, generally, most of it, yes.
Okay.
You're all able to eat a hearty meal. The barkeep comes back down, gives you all drinks if you need them, and soon enough, the other couple of patrons in the bar filter out, leaving just the barkeep, the music player, and you all. And Tom John just sort of goes, "You're wanting to retire?"
Yes, I think we should go bed.
Retire? I just got started adventuring.
Funny, right?
Yes, please.
Are our rooms upstairs or are they at the same level? I do not
They're
understand.
upstairs. Basically, end of the hallway. The two doors
Stairs.
across from each other.
Stairs are terrible. Okay.
We've got a wash basin up there as well in the small cupboard. If you need to use the privy, it's outside out back.
Cassian, will you be okay with the stairs?
My greatest enemy.
They are
Yeah.
also mine.
Sorry, I haven't
I
really
would-
got a bed for your kind, but I put some extra blankets out. Hopefully, you'll be able to get comfortable.
Thank
I
you.
would like to wait until Cassian has gone all the way up the stairs before I try to make my ascent. It is a little slower for me, and I have concerns.
You want a hand up, little miss?
Oh, yes, that would be great. I took a terrible fall earlier, and it is really sore.
All right. This guy says with like a begrudging thing, but he's very quick to help you.
Yeah.
He just like sets a hand out, gently scoops you up, and
Yep.
he'll take you up to the bedrooms.
Yeah.
Which they're
Okay.
simple, clean. The beds aren't the most comfortable thing in the world. There's actually, it's straw hay stuffing,
hmm
which is fairly common.
It's very, very common.
Yes. But yeah, he'll leave you all be and go. Breakfast is whenever you get up. I'll have something cooking all day. So
Thank you so much, Mr. Tom John.
Thank you.
please, Mr. Johnson.
Mr. Johnson?
Thanks, Tom John.
He just closes the door and leaves.
Thank you. Wait, which room was this? Two rooms next to each other, I'm guessing.
Alright,
Across the
who's
hallway
going
from
in
each other.
which-
Yeah.
Across from each other.
Who's going into each
Ah.
room? How many beds are in each room?
There are 2 beds in each room.
I'm looking for the room that has the blankets on the floor.
Left room has the blankets on the floor.
That's where I'm going.
Hmm?
It's. Did that take one of the room beds, or is there still 2 beds?
No,
in
no,
that
there's
room?
still 2 beds in the room.
Okay. I'm just making sure because otherwise.
Is
it'd be like,
that room more cramped as a result of there being two beds?
Yes,
Two beds and that in
technically,
there.
yes.
I will move into that room, assuming that, and I claim a full bed to myself.
Wow, you're greedy.
I just get up there and flop. What? There's 4 beds. He's sleeping on the floor. I can
Oh my
have
god.
bed.
So, Cassian and Nim, it's basically the classic, cat in the dog bed, dog in the cat bed.
Yes. I'm gonna get up there
Ah.
and just flop into the blanket. I make a nest.
It might be best for me to take the room that Cassian is not in, just looks itself.
Space.
2 larger ones in same room might be a little cramped.
Very well.
And then everyone looks over at the dragon with the massive wings,
Yeah,
I'll
so
take the room beside you. There's a little too many in this room.
okay, so
Yeah.
Taryc and Iala are sharing the room. Nim, Cassian,
Yeah.
and Noah in the other.
Yep.
Ah, so our room is the heaviest. Got it.
Mhm.
So that's the boob room.
It's
got it.
also it's the room where they're constantly like tripping over each other and having those awkward moments.
Right. After such a day of long travel, it's very easy to fall asleep. Just sheer exhaustion taking over.
Who snores is the question.
Well, my question is, Noah, are you trancing or sleeping? Because
Noah is.
well, Elven Heritage doesn't allow you to trance. I've always said like that's a choice. It's not a thing they naturally do.
Noah is going to actually sleep
Okay. All right. In that
this
case,
time.
I wish I could
I
say.
am.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be doing a brief little thing where after I get all like hidden in my blankies,
Mhm.
I am going to kiss my ring and say softly, "Peacefully, peacefully, peacefully," and then go bed.
Okay.
Is there a window in our room?
Yeah. Windows. Actually, who did I say was on the left side?
Uh,
That was, I
Cassian,
believe, the Cassian.
In that case, yes,
Cassian,
there is a window in
Noah,
your
Nim.
room. Your
Okay,
room is
then
basically
Noah's,
back of the building, facing out, in towards the woods.
Noah's just going to open the door, open the windows, and just look at the stars for a moment, and kind of like uh, uh, point a finger at them and kind of trace them around, and okay, and then close the window and get back into bed.
They're still there.
Stars. I seen them.
All the stars in the heavens.
Would everybody please give me a wisdom saving throw?
No,
I am
they
good at
didn't
failing
for
those.
me. I am so weak. Why would you do this to
Wow.
me?
Wow.
Wait, do I get a thing for that, don't I?
Yeah, but you don't usually use it on that roll.
Yeah, but I
Yeah.
can't. But I'm like, I got both sides for the inspiration.
Yeah. Right. Most of you have a good night's rest. Taryc,
Feast and famine, every single roll.
Yes.
you are out in the plains. You see mountains looming ahead of you. They're not that tall at this distance, but they feel giant. As if you have to crane your neck to see them. It doesn't make sense. Dream logic. But you can't tear your eyes away from them. They surround you despite just being ahead of you. They're beneath you. They're over you. And there's something surrounding you, pulling you in, asking you to join it.
Iala is crushing you in your sleep.
You are being smothered.
No, that's probably myself.
Yeah. And as you try to find a way to escape this feeling, you look down, and the very ground beneath you, it's trying to take you. The moors beneath. And you wake up. All of you, you wake up to the sound of a rooster crowing very, very loudly. It's followed by the sound of a man yelling, "Shut up!" In the distance. You get a full rest, Taryc, but you don't feel rested.
I am so happy it was such a wonderful night's sleep.
Wow.
As Cassian starts getting up and putting on his stuff, did the other two leave their clothes hung up or out?
No.
You mean
Noah's
our
clothes
clothes?
would-
No, I didn't leave
Noah's
mine.
clothes would be hanging on the edge of their bed, and they would be kind of sprawled out on their bed, still still sleeping.
Nim slept in her clothes. She is poor.
Cassian's wrapping up his blanket, starting to move out, and as he passes Noah's clothes, he's doing prestige on it,
Prestidigitation.
and then continuing on out.
He's ruined the scent, Noah. That hard-earned stink. Gone.
The FBI's coming for you, Noah. The FBI. I
Then
want
he's
to go
going
find the
downstairs
breakfast.
and outside and reading his spell book.
I want the breakfast.
Right, as you head on out, you see coming from another door downstairs, still like sort of tugging his shirt on, getting it sorted out, is Tom John, who he just gives you a sort of tired nod. And yeah, you head outside to read.
Iala is
Does he look as bad off as I do? Or this is a different type of tired.
Just a different tired. This is
Like-
I'm just not a morning person tired.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make my way very slowly down the stairs.
Hop,
Oh,
hop,
sorry.
hop.
Go ahead.
Oh, when Taryc awakes around the same time as Iala, she'll see Ialia's hair kind of all over the place, messed up due to static and stuff, and getting a little bit too close. She might feel a little snap of static electricity because of her lightning organs. At the night, she has a problem waking up in the morning, and it's just covered in static.
Sometimes the first thing
Lightning?
Iala does is breathe lightning when she wakes up. It's
It
very
is-
dangerous to be in her room.
I heard quotation marks around electric organs. And something else builds up static.
Listen, some dragons have flame sacks, some have electric organs. It's different. Also, like to think that Iala, even though completely disheveled, has that like perfect like movie star girl. Oh, I'm so disheveled. Wake up and like slight head toss unconsciously to like make her curls go everywhere. As she spends the next 2 hours putting her makeup on and getting perfect.
Whereas you have Taryc, who does actually try to get herself to look presentable, but also just got static shock and had a very bad night.
I like to think that you're like a really powder puff puppy dog now because your fur's all standing
All
on
the
end,
furs-
being shocked.
All right, folks. You hear from sort of getting downstairs. I can either sort you out a porridge with some wild berries, or I got some bread and I could cook up some wild mushrooms with it.
Yeah.
Whatever
Yes,
is
uh,
easier.
The porridge it
I
is,
will
then.
to put you out. Sounds good.
The sound of shouting wakes Noah up and they groggily sit up and. Where am I? Maybe I should have.
I thought you were a finder of places. You should know where you are.
Give me a second.
Oh, wait, I'm going
Sleeping.
down the stairs. I'm not talking to you. Bye.
Oh.
This is
Bye.
an imaginary name. Goodbye.
Maybe.
One step at a
Good
time.
morning, imaginary Nim.
These
Wow.
stairs are really tall.
As you all make your
Yeah,
way
going
gradually
also.
downstairs.
One night last night.
What was that?
Just anyone else have a horrible night last night?
No, it's wonderful. It was the best bed I've ever had.
I have slept in better beds, but
Awful night, says
I'll
Tom John,
manage.
setting porridge and a bowl of berries down in front of you all.
I actually wish I could have stayed in bed longer, but that rooster was very loud.
Noah's constantly smelling their clothes. And... What? This is. What happened? I guess I had a really great sleep last night. I mean,
slept so good, my clothes smell bad.
My clothes aren't sticking to me now.
oh, maybe I should sleep more often.
Was something wrong with your clothes? They look brighter today.
It's-
Also,
it's-
some of the color has faded away. Did you have speared berries all over them?
it smells fresher. I
didn't realize the back
didn't
of your
have
coat
time to
was
clean it.
yellow.
We travel, but oh.
Tom John goes to the front door of the tavern,
Here.
opens it up, and just sort of leans out and goes, "Oi, Trotter, you want food?"
Sure, whatever's easiest. Thank you.
We've got some porridge in the table in here. You come get it yourself.
Okay, I'll be in a few. Thank you.
Trotter.
Trotter. What is it, Trotter?
And, like horses trot.
Yeah.
Oh. Trotter. Okay, I will call them Trotter.
Yeah.
His name is Cassian.
Trotter.
It is somewhat of a cute name, yes.
Trotter is a cute name. I like it. I
Listen,
demand cute name.
Did Cassian seem to
all right,
have
little light, you get a
any-
cute name.
What? What's my cute name?
Little light.
Okay, I am Little Light. Okay.
He opens his mouth, looking at the other party members as if about to name them, but closes his mouth as he looks at Talia and Taryc and goes, "No, all right."
No,
I was just
it
gonna
was
say,
it was tits and six pack.
Did Cassian seem to have any negative reaction to that name, by the way?
Not really.
Okay.
I have also been given nickname Trotter. I am Little Light.
Very good.
Yes.
I'm gonna pop out, get a pail of milk. You folks thirsty?
I'm good with the porridge here.
All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it very much.
He just
We
nods.
will stay out of trouble.
Uh,
We should probably figure out what we are doing.
Yes, I think we'll be moving up to the will likely be our quarters soon.
Do we want to stop at the Divine Hall Chapel first and speak with the priestess? She seemed keen.
We
Out of
probably
character,
should
did-
say hello.
He did
since
say
I wasn't here, did anyone ask about the person we were supposed to meet?
No.
Like,
I'm
okay.
assuming that Torrenfell is not here yet. They were supposed to be a week or two out, weren't they not?
You were
I
told
mean,
anytime from they could already be here or we could go out. Yeah.
Cassian's coming back
Mis-
in.
Mr. Johnson.
Hmm?
Have you by any chance had someone named Torrenfell come through that you know of?
I don't know any names, but there is a weird fucker up near where you're supposed to be heading. I'm guessing.
Okay, that must
Sounds like
I'm
him.
guessing that's him then. Why am I going lizard folk?
we should stop by the chapel first. She said she would lead us to the Adventurers Guild.
Yes, that seems like a good guide. And also, we were encouraged to make contact with the priest and also with the blacksmith. And I think the blacksmith is already on board. We should endear ourselves to the priest in case we get injured. I do not think we have anybody here who is capable of the holy magics. I am unfortunately only versed in arcana.
I know a couple of healing knowledge and stuff.
But you do not know the holy magics, but you are a nature mage.
Yeah, I guess.
Well, you would not
But
be someone we would come to for advice against demons, devils, undead.
Oh, I could probably take on an undead. I think I know. I may
And-
not have the holy magics, but I know some light magic at least.
I'm certain you know many versatile spells. I am not at all questioning that. I'm saying that they would have knowledge.
It's
They
still
could
best-
offer counsel.
It's probably best to get acquainted with the clergy
it-
here.
anything happened to you and we needed someone to help you, it is good to have a good inn. You know
You're
what
talking
I
about
mean?
the sister.
Yes, sister.
If you need medical attention, you'd probably be better off seeing the town doctor.
Doctor.
Yeah. You know,
The
a medicine man, a
Who-
healer.
Where would we find this doctor?
Yeah. He sort of just points towards the door. 3 doors down on the left.
Not there.
Oh wait, no. No. Just a small bit. 4 doors.
4 down
Okay.
on the left. Thank you.
Yeah.
We may want to acquaint us with as many people as we can.
We will
especially
eventually
with,
endear ourselves to everyone in town,
Yeah.
and in 6 months we will be known here very well.
Yeah. I'm afraid the sister isn't, one of the blessed types.
Oh, that is completely fine. As I said, it's still valid. It is good to know somebody who might know holy scriptures about demons and devils and such.
Hey, do you think we're going to be running into them?
We are adventurers on the height of a great frontier. You should always expect the unexpected and know where your knowledges lie.
It is a good point to have.
It is smart that we
People
have
have the knowledge. Then
Wizard is very learned and knows many things and should know most of the arcanum and strange monsters and anything they do not know, the druid should know. But we do not have somebody who would know about celestial and infernal beings, I think, in the party. Unless, of course, I look over at Iala. Our dear, beautiful dragon is actually an angel.
What? Are you?
Fucking hell.
Actually, I'm gonna ask the GM.
Yeah.
How common, and run into Trixies would most Tulians?
Oh god,
enough to-
every Tulian knows a bunch of Trixies.
Is this normal Trixie behavior, by the way?
I mean, she's a person. They vary.
I
as much
know,
as
but
anybody.
okay, so they're not. I mean, are they? They're not like brownies. Where
If
We
you
are
ask
not
me-
stereotyped.
the hide away type.
Oh god,
That's
no,
all-
Trixies
that's all
are
been
in the
gone.
open.
Okay.
So are brownies. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all gone.
I say we take up the sister's invitation, have her bring us to our job location, sign up in the guild, and then we take it on from there.
Yes, I look forward to a very easy job of not a dangerous place at all.
Me too, as long as we don't have to go into those plains or follow weird lights in the forest.
I like the light. The light is good.
We are going to have to explore, so
We never know what we might have to do out here.
But let us start in the beginning. Let's go
Yes.
to the priest.
Yes. Let's go
Yes.
to the priestess.
Priestess.
You head on out of the tavern. People are starting to emerge from their homes. Some people are popping out just to attend to early morning chores and so on. Some are fetching things for food and so on. There is a couple of little screeches and moments of startlement because there's a gnoll in town.
I should mention,
Mhm.
just so you have an idea, I do have the malady style of clothes and armor.
Yeah, it's
on
still
right
it's
now.
still going to
Just-
cause
You know,
momentary.
You are
I just
still a
want-
knoll.
yeah, I just wanted to mention it because I have a feeling the other two types might get more
and
of that.
As
so.
as the sounds are sort of resounding through town, you see coming around from the chapel's entrance is the sister, who is hurriedly walking towards you without trying to make it seem like a hurry. But the moment she gets close to you, she makes a big show of reaching out her hands to grasp yours, Taryc, and going, "It's such a pleasure to see you again. I waited
Pleasure to
eagerly
see you again."
to for the morning to arrive. Your visitation last night was a pleasant surprise, and you are welcome in my chapel, of course." And she's not yelling this, but she is speaking loudly and clearly.
Rejecting it. Because I did miss this, what deity is hers to, or is it to
She
just have
said
a
she
general
worships
temple?
the divine whole.
Okay.
The divine hole actually
I-
being a black hole in
Ah,
space known
yeah.
as the empty.
Well, you're saying that. I did spell it without the W.
Well done.
So,
Yeah.
Which now it's
I mean, it
daylight
could
and
be-
such. Perception checks from everybody.
perception.
Oh, it is perception times. I am not well.
Oh, ignore the +2. I
Well,
I
at
am
least my
confused
roll
Got
about
ahead.
consistent.
Nice.
guidance.
Um,
Let me turn it off.
Most of you, the Tudians are a weird exception with the Drow, but most of you have known people with elven heritage before. Half elf is the colloquially used term, but like it can sometimes be like, we are one fucking 16th elf watered down, Sometimes you wonder, oh, did I just see a real elf? An actual elf. They looks very elven. You realise that was all fallacy. That was all false. That was you tricking yourself because you are looking at an elf, unmistakably, Taryc. There's just some almost supernatural refinement to the features.
How close are Drow and rest of the elves appearance-wise?
Not
in
hugely.
this campaign. Okay. So it is a very, even to those of us who grew up in Tulu, that is a very big difference there.
Yes.
Okay. I'm guessing you're talking about the priestess.
Yes.
For that. Okay.
Which, to those not in the know, elves are near extinct. They are
Yeah.
nigh on immortal, and they don't particularly breed.
Thank you. It is very good to be here.
Yes, it is very exciting for us to be here at your church.
Yes.
Please, no need to stand in the chill morning air. Please, come on in.
It's
Let's
cold.
Continue.
And she'll lead you in. As she walks in,
Get in.
immediately, Nim.
Mhm.
You see little ladders, walkways, all manner of things around her chapel. Things that would be kind of familiar to you. They're a little more ad hoc, but it's the kind of living situation that's made for Trixies back home. And as she does, you can actually see up on a shelf what looks like to be a brownie. They're sort of looks like they've got a piece of vellum and they're actually working on fixing it up. There's been a tear, and they're basically taking a very, very tiny threading and patching
They're
it.
repairing it.
Yeah. They startle a second. They were very deep in concentration, but they look down and go. And you hear her. Oh, well, hello there. As
Good to
this
see you, cousin.
cousin, yes, hi cousin. As this rather portly brownie woman starts to like clamber down from this laddering, coming down to floor level. She's wearing a little apron. She is the quintessential motherly figure, thick set. Cheeks are chubby. Hair is currently sort of tied up in a bun, and she just wanders on over, waving up at all of the big folk as well, and goes, "Oh, hello, everybody. Hello."
We are new adventurers here in town, and we are coming to pay our respects.
Nim's gonna give a
You're an adventurer?
deep bow,
Oh.
and
My name is Nim, and this is the grand party that I am lucky enough to accompany.
Oh, hello, everybody. I'm Lilac Whisper.
Pleasure.
The whispers.
Hi.
Pleasure to meet you.
I'm the handy woman around here. If you need anything patched up or fixed up, I'm the one to talk to. If you're dealing with any pests or such, talk to my husband, Delan. He's very, very good at dealing with that sort of thing.
Oh, very, very
Oh.
nice.
That
Thank
sounds
you.
wonderful.
Have to remember that.
Remember, ask a brownie, not a cat.
This is true. No one should ever ask cats to do anything. They're tricksy and dangerous,
Foul beasts.
bad-tempered, and also lazy.
So lazy. But fierce. Ferocious.
Yes, turn on you in a moment's notice.
Don't know friend from foe.
Slap you as much as rub against you.
Ungodly creatures.
No,
I get the
not
feeling you
kind.
don't have a thing for cats.
They're evil.
Foul. she just nods and then goes, "Oh, well, sorry, don't mean to take up your time, Miss Adventurer." She says directly to you, Nim, or
I
any
hope
of your...
to. I hope to see you more. I will be staying at the Adventure Building, but I will come visit from time.
You come round for tea anytime. You'll be more than welcome.
I would like to meet your whole family. Thank you very
yes.
much.
Oh, my daughter is going to love you.
Oh, I'm probably going to love your daughter.
Oh, yes, of course. And she actually just embraces you, Gift, and gives you this big
Yep.
motherly hug, and then just waves to everybody else, and she sort of heads back up her little ladders.
Yeah, Nim's gonna give a shy wave. Her tail is flicking wildly with various different colors of excitement, and then
Sorry, I got distracted.
The sister just smiles, having watched all of this, and goes, "It's not a problem. Please, I know you all must be eager to get to your... what do you call it? Your base, your fort?
Our
Guildhall?
Guildhall. But I was hoping to have a little word with you first, and she's just like leading you to the front of a chapel, where the pew is, and you see an assortment of altars, like just minor ones scattered around. Seems to be one for most of the gods here. Which actually, can people give me both a religion and a perception check?
Oh no, this is very dangerous. No. No, they're
Why
both
is
bad.
my second dice
I-
that's higher?
The shrines are all too high up. I cannot see them so good on the floor.
Okay. Let's see. I should have asked this for these in a different order. Holy crap. No.
I rolled below 10 on both, just
Cool.
so that's just that makes it easy.
Right. Anybody that rolled above a 15 on religion will notice that there is a... It's up to you how you want to interpret this. There is what is essentially a blank altar. There's no iconography on it. Accounting for all of the others, this means either it's based on what would normally be worshipped in this kind of place. There's an altar for every god plus one. Cassic would not normally be included. So that plus one could be for Cassic. Or it could be for... did anybody get a 20 or above on religion? No.
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes,
Cassian,
I got a 21.
that could be for Lorne. Perception-wise, if anybody got a 15 or above, which I think is Cassian and Noah.
Cassian.
Yep. Notably, that blank altar is very well kept. Seems to have a lot more, more wax has built up, suggesting more candles being lit at it. That blank altar, plus the ones for Mairi, Hevos, and Hea, all seem to have indications that they would have received far more worship than the other altars. The Mairi and Hevos, not unusual for a farming community. The Hea, definitely a standout, as is the blank one.
When you say little, I'm guessing large enough for a person to worship at, but
essentially, think of it's about each shrine's maybe like a meter tall, maybe half a meter wide. They're small, like you kneel down in front of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I noticed none of this.
Right,
I at least
Mhm.
noticed his altars.
but she leads you all to the front and just like gestures to take a seat at a pew, and she just sits down at the steps leading up to her oh no, what do you call the thing you talk at?
Altar.
Pulpit.
Pedestal.
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah. Pulpit. Yeah.
Yeah. She just sits down at the steps leading up to that, and she goes, "You're all here to take over the adventuring hall. You're here to meet what was his name?
Torin fell.
Torin Fell. Yes.
Mhm.
Do you know him?
No, it did not.
Mm,
Not
not
yet.
believe so.
Have not met him.
Do you know much of this Torin fell?
She slowly shakes her head. I don't know. I'm not one to pass judgment on people. It's not my place, but I've been around for some time, and I think I have a very good feeling about people, and something about him doesn't sit right to me.
Just his name?
No, no. Just he's polite enough and well mannered, but it's just a feeling about him.
Something inside you tells you not
And
something's wrong.
Instincts.
she just nodded a bit. I've met plenty of adventurers before, and adventurers are not always good people. Sometimes they control that, and this wouldn't be the first time I've felt this way about somebody and they've been fine, but something in my heart tells me that I need to say something.
Well noted. We unfortunately have to work with this fellow, but
Well,
we will keep a guard up.
if the gods will it,
If-
then I am mistaken. She smiles.
Yeah, better to be safe than sorry.
Well,
Let
think-
us hope that if he does turn out to be perhaps not so great a person, that he parts ways uneventfully, and that the community does not have to suffer a bad person.
He himself said that he is not to be here permanently, so
Yes, so hopefully it will pass, and you will not have to worry.
forgive me.
You do not need to be forgiven. You are being very wise and making sure people are aware of your concerns. You are a good member of your community.
It's very kind of you to say. Well, I said I would lead you to your guild hall. So,
Yes.
if you are ready to make the journey, it's quite a pleasant little walk, I will say.
How far is it? It's so much walking lately.
It should only take us a half hour. And
Yeah.
if you have the tasting for it, there are some very nice wildflowers along the way that brew up very nicely.
Oh, I love flowers.
And then, if you give me a moment, and she actually just sort of heads back into a back room briefly, and comes back out with a basket slung under her arm. I'm sure the doctor would also appreciate some herbs being picked for him, so I may as well make a trip of it.
Yes, it would also be good for us, perhaps, to learn a couple of the local herbs.
Yes, if you are not aware of them, I can point them out to you.
I do not know much about this land at all. You do not have the spiky plants that we have back home.
Spiky, thorn bushes, or
No,
Roses?
I'm gonna cast
Cac-
minor illusion,
to show a cactus.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna show what a cactus looks like.
cactus is the word
That's-
you're looking for.
Cactus.
I suppose it has a charm to it.
It contains water. It can be very useful in case of emergency if one uses for water.
and some
And the
are-
flowers are very pretty, and you can cook up the meat of the flesh of the plant, and it is quite good.
and some even have fruits that are quite delicious.
Yes, it's very good. We have all sorts of different kinds. I call them spiky flowers, but they are cactus.
The world has many wonders.
It does.
Yes. All right, let us go.
Okay. She will lead you all out, and you actually take the southern path out of town, heading back by the blacksmith, which it seems to be closed up at this hour. You can actually hear snoring coming from inside. One of the windows almost rattling. And she actually shakes her head with a disapproving scowl as she walks by the building. He cannot handle his liquor at all.
They cannot.
No. I know it's frowned upon by some of the clergy to drink, but I am a worshipper of all, and that includes the gods that approve of my imbibing. So she smiles. I quite enjoy.
The daughter is dear to my heart, but I have recently been following the tenets of the shiny one, Bahamut.
It's not uncommon for adventurers to follow Bahamut or care, I will say. Quite common, actually.
Is it? Oh, I guess I am a very common person.
No, it's a good thing. Knowing what god matches your nature, your drive, it's one of the better things to ask for in life.
Yes.
What about you, Iala? Who tends to your heart?
He just kind of straightens up. I have we're talking about the gods, right?
Yeah.
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 Just it's I have pledged myself to the mother of the dragons and her daughter, Morgani and Tiamat.
Tiamat.
Wonderful.
So
Do you follow the path of their virtues?
to the best of my abilities, yes.
And which do you embody then?
She pretty much she proudly stands stands up. I am of the emotion of empathy and the and what was it? Emotion, empathy, and there was one more. There was one more part to that.
Listen,
Passion.
something really passion.
And passion.
Aw.
An amused little smile crosses the sister's face as she goes, and I'm sure that you will elicit that in many.
Nim puts her hand to her heart. The dragon of passion. Ah, my goddess has sent me wonderful things. What about you, great centaur? I mean, sorry, you trotter. Cassian.
He looks at Nim,
Not gifted.
Trotter.
This is the second time I've been called gifted tonight by the second person.
Good.
Trotter?
Yes, you accepted the nickname Trotter?
It's not a nickname.
It is not a nickname? My nickname
No.
is Little Light. That is what the innkeeper said, and they said, you are Trotter.
No, Trotter is what people tend to call centaurs when they're being friendly, but not
Not polite.
yeah.
Oh,
If he were to
so
walk up and
if-
say centaur, that would be more a derogatory way of saying it because
oh, you mean as I have been
does-
saying centaur? I am sorry.
no, you're fine. You're fine.
I'm confused.
It's all about
but-
intent, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just like walking up to someone going, "Hello, my friend," with a centaur. It's just like, "Hello, Trotter." You're acknowledging them, and you're not calling us by centaur. even though
We
we
saw-
are centaur. It's a
Yes.
friendly term. It's like
I
walking up
will-
and going, "Hi, friend."
I will not call you that anymore. Then I am sorry, friend Cassian.
You're fine. You
What
are
is your
perfectly fine.
deity of choice? Is it Morgani? You are a wizard.
No. No.
Oh, what?
Morgani is close to my heart, but I actually follow Tamari.
Oh, a man of passion. I respect this.
I have a passion for learning. I have a passion for knowledge.
Even though the teachings of Thea say that Tamari is a little foo-foo head, but it is still a good goddess.
Oh well, there's also that involved, but
Yeah,
no, I met a priestess on the way here, and we had a very long and involved discussion.
Oh, so they helped you see the light. I understand. Sometimes spending time with a priestess can be a bit of a divine intervention. One of my friends back in Tuli, she became a priestess, and I was so proud of her. She went off on a wonderful adventure, and I hope she is having a good time.
A priestess friend. May I've met her?
I don't know if you would have. She traveled to Tyrell with hopes of doing great adventures there. Her name was Mitzi.
Never been there myself, so.
It is kind of far away. It is very far from Tuli. But Noah, who do you worship? I know you said you are from
Huh? What?
Noah.
I wasn't listening.
Who do you worship? You come from Eunice? Are you Ilan worshipper?
I follow Ilan or Care or it really depends on which way I wake up in the morning.
That is good. You praise many gods. That is fine. And I look over at Taryc. I think I know who you worship. I think you talked about it before, but if you want to say.
I'm going to guess that by being here, you're not a follower of Cassic.
No, I was raised in a tribe by Cassic worshippers, but I have learned of, Rain's Korsk, right?
Of course.
Korsk. I learned on my travels more of him, but the hunt, the hunt is what I focus on now, not the slaughter and the taking power and such.
Every known I've ever gotten along with has been a chorus worshipper.
Have you known many?
3.
I have not spoken too much to other gnolls about it. Can be dangerous.
It's a
truly,
sadly rare occurrence.
Yes. I actually did not know of them until traveling merchant that I was with for a time taught me of them.
While you were having this discussion, she's stopping picking up flowers, just sort of, gesturing, giving little instructions on, hey, these ones are good. You can use the stems of these ones, but you have to throw away the flowers and the buds, this kind of stuff.
Taryc is paying attention to that quite a bit too.
Nim is gonna take one of the flowers at one point and try to get it in her hair, but it just can't.
More like a
her
hat.
Hair can't support this, but she tries.
And here we are. And as you sort of turn, this path has looped around, sort of almost a semicircle. And she just goes, you can head through the woods, but honestly, the path is easier. But if you ever need a shortcut and you trust your footing, the woods it is. And as you move up the path, you can see a enclosed, raised area. This sort of rocky surface has wooden walls erected. And you are heading up to your keep.
It's actually a fortress.
Wow.
By any chance, would we be able to figure out if this is like tied to that path that we had originally found? by any way?
You would have actually kind of close to it in your journey through the woods, but you don't think that this has anything to do with the
one from the
one
circle.
from the circles. No.
Okay.
In
This
fact,
must have been where the town started.
actually, no. It was a relatively recent addition as far as the town's history is concerned. I think this
No,
fort
let's-
was erected 63 years ago.
No,
Wow.
let's have
Uh,
a whistle. Wow.
How
This
long
is where
has
we're going to be staying? Neat.
This is grand.
how long has the town been here?
152 years.
Were you here the whole time?
She just gives you a little side eye, Gifton, and then just inclines her head in acknowledgement. Mm-hmm.
3.
Ah, damn it, Gifton.
It is.
How dare you?
It is not common to see elves often. I have to admit, I believe you're the first I have ever met.
Yes, that's something I hear often, unfortunately.
It is a
Oh, but-
pleasure to meet you.
Oh, it's a pleasure.
It's a pleasure to meet all of you as well.
I choose that building over there. That one's mine.
The fort gates are open up, and there is smoke coming from one of the buildings. She actually pauses and goes, "If you excuse me, I'll start heading back myself."
Thank you so much, sister.
Alrighty.
We appreciate you.
It's a
And I
pleasure.
hope to see you soon.
Thanks for the guidance.
And do give my regards to Fel.
Of course.
And she just bows to you all and starts heading back.
Well, let us see who is supposed to be our superior.
Yes,
Yes.
let's go. I am going to sneak because I want to stealth up on the strange person.
You gonna stealth? Go ahead and stealth.
Stealth.
Ooh,
Yeah.
very good.
I'd roll 20 just got down.
Right, is anyone else
Don't worry
stealthing?
about
You're gonna ambush your mentor?
We just lost someone from roll 20.
Yeah.
It's
I said I
Blackheart.
don't know why it just
I-
shut down.
I'd just say write it out, Blackheart, because if you try and
That's
fix
fine.
it, it'll be gone forever.
I'm back in.
Okay.
It just randomly the tab closed.
Um,
I must have clicked something place wrong.
Right, so you're walking in.
Yeah.
Okay, you head in,
Yes.
and this building right here is currently active. Smoke coming from it,
Okay.
it seems. And as you approach, Nim, you're stealthing.
Mhm.
Are you running separate from the group? Are you trying to dash ahead?
I'm running separate from the group. I'm just sneaky.
Right. Right, you're sneaking along. Because Nim's speed, just basically
And much sword avails.
yeah.
Yeah.
You all see emerging from the building a large armored figure. Its movements are sort of stiff, almost mechanical. And while it appears to be styled in a knight's armor, you see beneath the. Actually, perception checks for everybody.
No.
Wow.
I'm too busy stealthing. Too busy hiding.
Wow. Hey.
Oh wait, I got an inspiration. It's sad.
Yay.
I already have an
Right,
inspiration. I can't have 2, right?
You can't have 2, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Noah and Taryc. It's a little hard to make out because there is a full helm on this, but it looks like beneath the helm there's an almost like rocky surface. And a couple of gems set for eyes. And it's carrying a large box, and you hear a voice going, "No, no, no, over there. Oh, go and help the other one. Just leave it alone." And then a second of these figures emerges, following the first, just carrying a bundle in its arms. And then following up from behind them is a man. He's wearing sort of wizardly robes, long, sort of dark, almost dragging along the ground, using a staff to support himself, a cowl over his face. Very, very wiry, like old look to his hands. Spindly. Long white beard coming out from beneath the hood. As he emerges, he pauses, looking over towards the group of you and goes, Oh, About time.
Hey there!
We were a little bit distracted for the night.
I'm not crazy, am I? You are not sent by the Sovereign Shield.
Yes.
Correct. Are you the fall guy?
Fell. Torin fell.
Yes. Yes. Fell.
But I suppose if things go wrong here, you might want to use me as the fall guy.
Because I may have missed it. Did the priestess give us her name when we first
Yes, when
met
you
her?
first met her.
Well, since I wasn't here, what was her name?
Her name is Sister Melaru Olimwe, which here, I will paste this. The
Thank you.
Goliath you met was Cordim Yenison. You have Tom Johnson. I don't think I had to spell that, but I'm going to paste it here anyway. And these are the brownie names you know.
And I'm guessing Porum is someone who was also when I was
Torin,
not here.
Torinfell was mentioned at the beginning of the session. This is the
No. Porum.
Corin?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Corum
He
was the
Goliath.
blacksmith.
He's the
Oh
Goliath
yes,
blacksmith.
yeah, Goliath blacksmith.
Okay.
While you were gone.
Okay. Thank you.
And I guess anyone wants Torinfell's spelling is this.
It was way off.
I had that one for reasons.
The Mr. Olenway sends her regards.
I'm sure she does. Give me the stink eye every time I wander into town, that one.
Well,
So-
it's good. It's good to finally meet you.
Well,
We will be. I hope we will be working with you for the next several weeks.
yes, we have to get this place back into order, and there's many things to address, many problems. And if we let them go unanswered, then so much worse. So, you look wry and young, and I'm sure you are ready for a taskmaster to drive you.
No.
Yes. Still, help me get some things cleared out, and I'll tell you about what we're going to be doing. And he just sort of like gestures with the staff to the building he was in. He's moving the crates over to one of the larger areas, get this cleared out a bit. Actually, a couple of you look rather spindly, perhaps not. Let's have a sit down instead. I could do with a sit down. And he just actually walks aside, and you hear him like the scrape of a chair being pulled out. He's, come on.
Cassian's
Alright,
going to
cool.
go in and then tuck under.
Alright,
Taryc will go in and
a couple of you might have to pull boxes up to actually take a seat, but looks like he's actually had tea brewing in here, which he pours everybody a cup. Doesn't ask if you want it or not. And he goes, right. So mysterious adventure disappearances. I'm sure the guild have been very tight-lipped about it.
Yes, I was hoping that we could discuss that. I wouldn't want to add to the number.
Yes, well, those bastards don't believe in letting people have all of the knowledge, especially not people. You'll forgive me when I say you've likely been sent here as experimental fodder.
Excuse me?
Why they pulled foreigners?
Oh.
Quite a few in the upper echelons of the guild are, if not loyal to Lario, are loyal to at least those that of Lario that are here. And I wouldn't call it outright hatred of those from other lands, just self-centeredness.
Oh, that's just grand.
Have they given you a scrying totem?
Indeed.
Well, I'm sure that they are eager to see what happens to you.
Was the previous group much like us?
No, the previous group were, well, true adventurers, came from here, worked here for a long time, and slaughtered.
That's a little bit different than a disappearance.
Mm-hmm.
Slaughtered, you say?
Slaughtered.
By...
We don't know what.
Were the bodies found?
Parts of them, yes.
Were they out in the plains?
Oh. I see you've already had some issues with the planes.
on the way here.
Oh yeah, there's something out there that's stalking.
Something unnatural is going on. When you find a body with its skin stretched across the ground in a plane in a very strange manner, you think something might be awry.
That could be said, yes.
But we will crack this mystery together, and I have no intent of letting anything happen to you.
That is reassuring. Somewhat.
Scrying totem, do you have it?
Is right here.
He just reaches out a wrinkled hand for it.
Yeah. Iala passes it over.
He takes it, he sets it down on the table, and he just taps his staff to it, and it just shatters.
I was gonna say combust, but
Take that, you bastards.
Sabotage.
If they want to know what's going on, they can come down here themselves.
Well, we're not going to get in trouble for that, are we?
I'll take the blame.
Okay.
Well, first manor, your first mission, I suppose you could say. Undead. They are being riled up by some sealed artifacts that I am unfortunately not qualified to obtain myself.
Oh,
That is exciting.
See,
Where is
I only
this-
came out of retirement for the promise of being paid. So, something that requires a pure heart to interact with it, it's not me.
oh,
you came out of retirement?
Look at me, child.
No, I'm asking because the person who gave us our assignment said she was brought out of retirement.
Really? Who was it?
She referred to herself by the last name of Half Orcan, but the counter
Yes.
person referred to her as
Lichbane. Yes. No, I don't think she's come out of retirement. She is technically retired from active adventuring.
He didn't.
Incapable.
Yeah, he looked like he needed a little bit of a break.
Yes, I'm sure.
More than
Her
just a little
name
bit.
suggests what she was dealing with, and liches are no joking matter. Still, none of that for us, I am hoping. Just, undead happens sometimes. Energies coalescing in the ground, forgotten grudges, all that sort of thing. Especially with attraction to a object that's been sealed away. Shouldn't be anything you can't handle.
So where is this object of power?
It's a little distance from here, I'm afraid. So, if you're quite capable, he slowly stands up. We'll get on our way.
Already?
I will have to admit I've never fought undead. Is there any special precautions or such? that
Yes,
we-
don't try to stab them with something sharp.
Alright.
Skeletons, I'm specifying here.
Oh.
I may.
Smashing is the
something
way.
else.
Of course, if you are of the
Down
magical
sword.
persuasion, most of your spells should be effective as long as you're not trying to tap into darker energies. And I will be there to watch over you, although I'm going to leave it to you to do most of the work. Only if things get dire will I interfere.
I
Well
may need
noted.
something that smashes better.
There's an
motions
armory
with a
here.
short sword. I should probably go check that.
Yes,
Might as well.
go find
grab
yourself
one or
some
two.
form of bludgeoning equipment, and then we'll get underway.
Which building is it?
It's the large tower at the entrance.
Thank you. And I will go wander on over and see what I can find in the smashing variety.
Right. Basically, you can get any simple smashing implements, bludgeoning.
Quarterstaff.
Yeah, court stuff.
See what's actually in simple.
But you are able to equip yourselves, and he'll head on out to the gate with you all. He's got a little rucksack, and one of the large armored figures is there as well, just carrying what looks like to be a great sword.
Okay.
Please do not mind the golems; they are quite harmless, I assure you. Well,
I
let's
have to
come
give
on.
up on stealthing. I have to give up on stealthing to keep up.
Yeah.
Or start chasing after.
Oh, deign to show yourself, little one.
Oh, I didn't think anybody was introducing themselves, so I didn't have to come out.
I suppose we should be maybe more formal about it, shouldn't we? I'm Torin
I mean,
Fell.
I guess if we're all just here to die, you didn't really have to know our names, right?
Well, I'd rather like to know you, though. I have no intention of seeing you dead.
Okay. My name is Nim. Very good to meet you, Mr. Torrenfell.
Oh, it's a pleasure. Pleasure.
I am Noah.
Noah.
Iala, Talia, thank you.
My name is Taryc.
Taryc. And you, my dear, you look to be of a mage persuasion?
I'm Cassian Archivald.
Archivald. It's a pleasure to meet you. Perhaps I can teach you a thing or two myself.
I would be honored, sir.
Of course you would. Anyone would be honored. And he smiles kindly as he says that. But he goes, well, now that we are formally introduced, and I have yet another of the dragon-blooded sort that carries Talia as a name. Let's get underway, shall we?
You just see Taryc as we're walking, swinging a mace. Like, I've never used this.
What club do?
Why?
And as you all head out to the gates to set off on your first quest, that is where we're going to end this week's session.
Hooray!
Okay.
All right, everybody, go ahead and take 50 experience points.
Wow, that's a
We
lot.
level up?
No,
No.
No.
Oh.
you got to fight.
But we now
something
have
before I let you
experience.
level. You also get a pint of piety.
Yep.
Do we? Because I didn't actually give a
Fight
look.
of piety?
Is this our
whole
first
pint.
point, or did we start with?
This is your first point. Yes.
Okay.
And we will do this same time next week.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank everybody for watching, and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everybody.